Join us at Chiefs Football. 96.5 The Fan. Chiefs Football. 96.5 The Fan. KFNC FM and AM HD1 and HD2 Kansas City. An Odyssey Sports Station.
Hey, Mac's back. He's alive and well.
Hey-oh.
Back from South Beach. Still
Mac's
engaged.
awesome.
So that's good.
Do we know that for a fact?
We don't. We haven't asked him.
We have not asked that yet, no.
Mac comes back and the Royals win.
How
Coincidence?
about that? Yeah, wow. That's what it's been, man. I was at soccer last night talking to one of the other fathers. He goes, last week we were at soccer. The Royals still hadn't won a game.
Well, they won last night, so they're so back. And by the way, their record is Kansas City. It's 8-1-6.
Oh, wow. Look at that. 8-1-6.
It was on purpose.
8-16, 8-1-6, dude.
And a number they probably never wanted to achieve and get as their record. But here we sit, right? So you got to embrace it.
Up.
No, you just
Their
can't.
record is 8-1-6.
8-1-6 on the day they're announcing the stadium.
And the 8-1-6.
8-1-6, right? Yes.
What else can you want? What else is there? I'll take the day.
I don't know. Maybe a couple more timely hits and less anxiety from your bullpen. We got nobody in that bullpen still. I mean, that Ursay guy yesterday again, and then you had Strom do his thing yesterday, and God, man, just make it easy.
You do something.
Make it easy.
Yeah.
A win's a win, right?
Of course. I don't care how you win. You lost 8 in a row.
That's right. Got to get a win
I don't care how it happened. Walk off, balk, ABS.
Who cares? Yeah.
Get a win.
Forfeit. It didn't matter at this point in time. Just get a victory.
Score more than the other team.
That's right. Score more than one. Score more than one.
Take the John Madden mentality.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. At 3-0, I'm like, well, this is over.
Dude.
I mean, how could you think they were going to score more than 3 in a game?
Yesterday was going on 15 days where if a starting pitcher allowed one run,
yeah,
the Royals lost the game 15 days in a row.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, can't do that. Yeah.
Not when you're going for 8-1-6.
Yeah. So now there's still 8 under 500, right?
Yep.
Got to get back to 500. Then we can have conversations about where. Yeah,
it's coming, dude. They're going to win 10 in a row.
Let's do it.
You'll see.
Let's go. If they do, that's great.
You'll see. I told you last year Tennessee was going to go from worst to first. How'd that work out?
Tennessee who?
Titans.
Oh.
Not Alex Gold.
Who?
Hey, they're getting the Super Bowl, Mac. You left a little too early. But or you'll get another Super Bowl here in about
Damn right.
10 years.
A couple of years we'll get a Super Bowl here. Yeah, you'll have the Super Bowl here before you go back to Nashville, probably.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, 31, 32 probably. I would imagine the plan's already in the works, somewhere.
I'm Mac Morey. We're reporting live from Kansas. Stop it.
Yeah, Kansas. That's it. Yeah. The Super Bowl is coming to Kansas, right?
On 913 day.
That's when they should announce it. Yes, September 13th. It's a Tuesday this year, I think. Right?
Oh, yeah. That should actually be the first
Jen.
game of the season when they move to Kansas.
When they move to Kansas.
Doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday.
Well,
just
doesn't
do
matter.
it on 913.
Doesn't matter anymore.
No.
It's the NFL, right? They don't care what day
just
of the
do it
week
on
they're playing.
Yeah, 913.
What day or what year, I should say, is that stadium open?
2031.
Right, 2031. Find out, look at the 2031 calendar real fast and see when that first Sunday is.
Oh, I can. I've done that before.
See when that first Sunday is in September, or actually when 913 day actually is in 2031. And that, you're right, that should be the first day.
2031, September. Oh, my.
Is it a Sunday?
It's a Saturday, baby.
Oh, there you
perfect.
go. Open it on a Saturday, baby. A Saturday night game to start the season.
That I'm hard.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do it at midnight. Technically, it's on Sunday. But then it's not 913 day.
Who's going to stream that one? They'll sell that up for streaming rights, right? Yeah, Binkley will be the guy out there with
and
it.
He'll tell you for the entire week. Hey, did you know that game's actually the day of the area code of the state?
That's right. He will.
Yeah, welcome to 2026.
Yeah.
Had it way hell.
Yeah, he'll have that ready to go and talk about that. Royals are on 305 too. Don't forget about that and try the coleslaw. So it's all tied in, Dusty. It really is.
It's fun. I didn't tell this story on air about New York, but when we went to eat with Bob's parents, I think what was it 3 or 4 times before we even got the server there?
Yeah.
You have to get the coleslaw. Oh, of course. I'm set up on a tee. I was like, I think I'm going to get the Reuben, but I think about getting the coleslaw. I heard it's pretty good. It's great. It's phenomenal. And Bob just does the look away like, damn it.
Yeah.
But tell us about South Beach, man.
It was fantastic.
Did you see Tyreek?
It was incredible. Yeah, no
Tyreek.
Honestly, very little Dolphin. A lot of heat, which I guess I expected.
It's basketball season.
A lot
we
of
were in
Miami.
New York.
But even like the license plates. I mean, all the license plates are Miami Heat. Like that's just
Would
kind of.
you have anything Dolphin on your car?
No.
I mean,
And
think
frankly,
about
like
that,
just
right?
from an aesthetic
Yeah,
standpoint, the colors of the Miami Heat are sick, and
Yeah.
they're more Miami. They're perfect. They're badass. So that they hit that aesthetic.
Yeah,
more.
when we were in New York, we were asking who's the biggest superstar right now, and everybody said Jalen Brunson.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like
NBA
Bob's like, well, the playoffs are happening. I was like, yeah,
True.
but Judge.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's he done?
Yeah, no, it's just, but it's true. I mean,
You're in a high standard city, man.
You are. I mean, like Aaron Judge is not a postseason guy. Adam Brunson may be a postseason guy. I don't
He
know.
hits big shots. He won't win the big one, but
They went to the what? They went to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah.
I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
Beat the
Lost
Celtics to go to the
yeah.
ECF. Yep.
Need more though. Need more though.
Yeah,
But
sure.
no, I think in New York, I think it is. I mean, it's Judge and Brunson probably 1 and 2 right now. Now, if the Giants come out of the gate hot, and do some good things and make it into the postseason, yeah, then Jackson Dart will be number 1. Obviously, Malik Neighbors
Has
could
to be up
potentially
there,
be
yeah.
up there. Jeremiah Love, if they end up drafting him, who knows what
Damn.
is going to happen there. I think Cam Scatterby, that ship has sailed. I mean, the man drinks beer out of his boot and talks about how
Well, he says CTE is fake.
CTE is fake
Yep.
and all this. Like,
That's how I know you have CTE.
Exactly. Well,
I know that's rude. But
I mean,
like,
his nickname should have been Moose. Like, honest to God, like Moose's nickname, I know it came from his last name, but that fit. He was Moose, right? And you look at a guy like Cam Scatterby, that guy is Moose as well. He puts a hard hat on, drinks beers, and runs around with nothing on but a pair of shorts and bangs his head into the wall. That's Cam Scatterby.
Sounds about right.
So then, South Beach,
Yeah, dude.
Water
South
was
Beach,
great.
Water was incredible.
Who's the number 1 athlete in Miami right now?
Adebayo.
Yeah,
He put up
him,
90.
Him or Messi?
Messi, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Messi.
Messi.
Yeah.
That's
I would
that's
say-
fair.
I would say
Yeah.
Messi.
And did
yeah.
they know who their NFL head coach is?
Yeah, exactly. Do
It's a
they?
serious question.
It is. Yeah,
Oh.
nobody knows. I mean, I was on a text
Jeff.
thread with some friends last night about this Royals thing, right? And they're like, the manager of the Orioles. Nobody knows who you and I.
He's a little guy.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is it, you and I were talking about it in New York. Like, we don't know any of these managers.
Yeah, when the Royals got blasted like 13-5, Bob and I spent the entire subway conversation. Manager of Cleveland, Voigt, okay. Manager
Yeah.
of Colorado,
no idea.
God.
No-
Manager
no
of the
idea.
Cubs, well,
That's an interesting one. I just saw something on him.
Council.
Yeah. He has been there 3 years now. He is the longest tenured Chicago coach at this point in time.
Well,
with 3 years.
They had Madden,
No,
right?
I'm talking the city, the whole
From all
city.
the sports right
the
now.
Sports,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
the
makes
Bulls,
sense.
Donovan, he's done.
He's done.
he's
yeah.
out.
So that's like how he was there for 5. So
Yeah,
like
it wasn't that long.
yeah.
I mean, my God, but 3 years, and you're like the gold standard of Chicago coaches at this point in time. So, but you don't know these managers. Nobody outside of Kansas City knows who Q is. Nor should you.
That's
you know?
true in like every sport other than the
Football.
NFL.
Yeah,
Other than the NFL.
yeah, the NBA, the NHL, nobody knows who these guys are, but they've all coached every team, just like the NBA.
Just like exactly right.
I mean, I might know everybody on the roster of the Buffalo Sabres here in about 2 days.
Well, they got smoked last night, though.
That's
I mean,
fine,
yeah.
but their fan base is unreal.
It's
Is that your
fun.
team?
It's fun.
It's gonna be.
How could it not be? It's
I
fun.
mean, Allen's out there
Should be.
banging the drum. The place
should
is
be,
going
yeah.
nuts. That guy went and found Bob the idiot or whatever he called him on Facebook Marketplace. I sent you guys that video last night. He's like, my wife asked me what I was doing on Facebook Marketplace. I was getting Bob the dummy, and they go out there and just beat the snot out of him. They literally have like a referee that has him fight. It looks fun. Or I mean, the New Jersey Devils, but they didn't make the playoffs.
They didn't make the playoffs, so you can't root for the
Yeah, no
Devils.
playoffs.
because they lost their best player.
Yeah, in a knife accident with Frank the Tank.
Crazy.
I mean, that's not a lie. The guy went to dinner with Frank the Tank and cut his hand eating a steak.
It's a lie.
Thank God he was good for the Americans, But Frank the Tank, is he still alive, by the way, with this 12-game losing streak? That guy's had to have had a heart
Yeah, he's just
attack.
taking batting practice. Somebody says the coleslaw in Jersey is amazing. I got to Jersey 2 to 3 times a year, and the trip and the dinner for coleslaw is a must.
Well, he's not wrong. I mean, now that
was
I
good.
think about it, you always get good coleslaw at the diner or someplace like that. It is. It's always good.
I don't know if I've ever had bad coleslaw. Like I think KFC's is
KFC's is
legendary.
legit.
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's fantastic.
I
and
could
I'm
just
not a
eat
fast food
sides
guy.
at KFC.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw. Their macaroni and cheese shouldn't be good. For some reason, it is.
Yeah,
Green
no,
beans.
the absolute best coleslaw probably is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I don't know what it is, man.
Well, you have the spork too, and
it's diced up
yeah,
small.
it's perfect. Like they've run that thing through a shredder, and then you got all this like little coleslaw. It's great.
It is awesome.
It is.
It is.
It is like people will say mayonnaise based vinegar. I don't mind
Doesn't
either
matter.
one. Yeah, I don't mind
Coleslaw on
either
a pulled
one.
pork sandwich with a little moisted sauce.
Yeah, that's
Fire.
good too.
What was the nightlife like? Did somebody ask, did you run into Pitbull in Miami?
You did?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Pitbull and I became very good friends.
Right. That's what happens when you go to a city. You meet everybody famous from there.
Yes.
Like when you visit
Yes.
Kansas City, you're hanging out with Taylor and Travis at Trader Joe's,
Of course,
right?
that's what it was.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it was pool at our house, B&B, played a lot of pong, went to the beach, went to Club LIV, stayed out till late.
Live Golf Club, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it was sick. That's where Big Sean was. I'm sure he did
Your
before
brother?
that night. We were out till 2:30 or 3 a.m. and he didn't come out. I think he was going to come out at like 4. And I think it
4
was-
a.m.?
Yeah,
that's when he's supposed to come out like
Stuff
4.
never
And I was
ends
like,
down there.
and we had drag brunch that morning, which was like the best experience. So I made sure we got home and got to sleep and got up for that. And yeah, dude, it was awesome. It was a great time. Had nothing but fish,
Did
lobster,
you
crab,
hammer mimosas
mussels.
while you were out there?
Bottomless, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
that's what I
go.
was saying. Mimosas are clutch.
It's so good.
Just
so
a
good.
dash of orange
Yeah,
juice?
wake you up. Yeah, get going.
Did Asher get after it?
Of course.
That's good.
Oh,
Did he
of course.
take the mustache out there?
Yep.
Did he bring the box?
Oh yeah, we had the box.
That's
Unbelievable. You brought the box.
He just made his day.
I mean, you brought the box on the
Had to.
bachelor party.
Had to. The NBA playoffs started.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, why are you watching TV on your bachelor party? Like,
We really
Dusty
didn't.
and I took over New York and watched one thing. It was called Balls Up.
Yeah, they
and
put
that
a
was,
condom over the shaft and the sack.
I mean, it was.
That's the concept, literally. Mark Wahlberg, how you doing?
Well, it's on Amazon.
Sacha Baron Cohen. Had no idea.
Had no idea, and boy, did we laugh. I mean, that
sounds
movie
awesome.
was
Balls up. He really took the mustache to Miami?
I think so.
the box.
That's great. And the box.
Yeah, the box
I'm
yeah,
more disturbed about the box going to Miami than the mustache.
got used once, but it was clutch for that 2
box or
hours
the
in between
mustache?
plans. It was clutch. Yeah, it sounds like you guys had a great time in New York as well.
We did.
It's
Yes.
fun. Yeah,
yes.
it's great.
Yes. Royals played well.
Yeah, of course. That made the trip worth it.
Didn't matter.
Exactly. Doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
doesn't matter at all. Does not
It was
matter.
so great. I'd have like so many people, dude, the trip looks awesome. That was great. Then people be like, too bad they didn't win. I was like, yeah, that was like a microcosm of
Yeah, like
everything.
why do people do that kind of stuff? At least they could have won for you. What's
Yeah,
it matter? It's not going to ruin the trip.
Get bent. Coming up next, we're going to get into the stadium topic that is today. It's going to, I don't know. 96.5 The Fan, you're over Kansas City Sports.
Get bent.
Hey, it's Vinnie Pasquantino, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, my friends over at CertaPro Painters are going to do an unbelievable job for you because they do an unbelievable job for everybody when it comes to getting your house painted. And right now, guys, I'm going to tell you, time is running out to get 10% off your home painting project. You want to take advantage of CertaPro's spring sales event that's going on now. It ends on May 15th, so you have a little less than 3 weeks to get those orders in and get your house painted and get it looking awesome. Whether it's the interior or the exterior, you want your house to look great. You want it to be the colors that you love. And if it's the color you don't like right now, or it's a color that you do like, but the paint's peeling or fading or chipping, you need to get the guys from CertaPro out to take care of business. And like I said, 10% off your home project. Time is running out. You have until May 15th. And so if you've been putting off some much needed painting, don't wait any longer. CertaPro will give you that free estimate quickly. Whether it's interior or exterior, they'll get it done. And each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated right here in Kansas City. So schedule your free estimate now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. It's CertaPro.
Hey, it's Cody in Gold, and if you've been thinking about getting into a new career in IT, I want you to meet Brady, a career services advisor at Centric.
Hi, I'm Brady. At Centric, we don't just teach technical skills. We guide students through our career pathway, a structured approach that includes career coaching, resume and interview prep, and support focused on helping you succeed in real entry-level IT roles here in Kansas City.
So if you're serious about making a career move, and I know you are, Learn more at Centric.com.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Null or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
For nearly 100 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, we take a big picture approach, connecting you with the right experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Wealth Management, here for every chapter of your financial story.
When Kansas City storms roll through, hail and wind can damage your roof without you even realizing it. If your home was hit, call us at Century Roofing for a free inspection today. We handle every step with your insurance company, making the process stress-free and easy for you. For over 35 years and more than 35,000 roofs, we've been protecting Kansas City homes. Let us protect yours. Trust the pillars of strength with KC-based and female-owned. Century Roofing, KC.com.
Century Roofing, trust the pillars of strength.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Chain Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship, because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Chain Company, your friend and jeweler.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game.
Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug!
Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Oh, baby, Royals baseball is back, and there's only one way to celebrate. That's with a Surfside iced tea and vodka or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. Smooth, refreshing, made for game day. Surfside is the perfect match for a day at the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is 100 calories with 0 bubbles, and you know it, 0 trouble, so it goes down easy. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside, proud partner of the Kansas City Royals. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
Looking for the best deal on TRT? Well, don't pay hundreds of dollars out of pocket for a franchise or settle for one-size-fits-all dose from your doctor just because they take your insurance. At Low T Center, you get powerful TRT, dose for your body and covered by your insurance. Low T Center works with most insurance plans and customize each dose of TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. TRT that works with your body. They're offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to lowtcenter.com and
/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
On the Missouri side, 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. I-70 westbound from 470 into downtown, 15 minutes. Kansas side 70 eastbound from 435 to 670 is an 11-minute drive. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Back at it on a wonderful Wednesday. Another beautiful day in store for us here in the city of Kansas City.
Tomorrow, not so much, though, right?
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow day, nice. Tomorrow night, stormy, which is hilarious because the last 2 years, Binkley's draft special, which is on the draft, obviously, postponed because the Royals get delayed and a rain delay.
That's right.
Who knows if they would on Thursday night if they were to play because there's supposedly a storm moving through around like 8 o'clock at night. Binkley be pissed.
Yeah.
He'll be on the show here in 25 minutes. He had his hotline Bink all week, or not all week, Monday and Tuesday.
It's been all week, though, yeah.
Fair. It is already Wednesday. It's
I know.
going by quickly.
This week is flying by.
And tomorrow is the draft for the NFL, which will be fun. We'll be at the Brooksider there. Chris and Bink will be on the air. They'll be doing their show. You going to be able to sit down and hang out with us. So come out to the Brooksider and check it out. Cody and Gold will be in Pittsburgh. They're going to be en route today to fly out there and have boots on the ground for Thursday and Friday. So
going to be busy.
Should be fun. Yeah, this is a crazy week, man. You sprinkle baseball games in there, too. Royals have a home game series this weekend. You got prom going on, right? You got all stuff going on and graduation around the corner.
I mean, it's
spring,
busy.
baby.
It is. I look at the calendar. It's like it's unbelievably busy, man. There's so much going on. You know, two soccer games tonight, two soccer games, swimming, all this kind of stuff.
Two again tonight. You had one last night.
We had one last night. It's divide and conquer now. We got soccer and swimming tonight, soccer and swimming tomorrow. You know, it's divide and conquer.
At least the weather's nice. You can go out there and enjoy it.
Yeah, it is. It's been good weather all week long, and again until tomorrow, of course, because there's a Binkley draft show. We've got to have bad weather, you know. So that's going to be. So
luckily the Royals are off on Thursday, so Bink has nothing to worry about.
Well, there could be some. Who knows? Maybe they reschedule a game or something for Thursday just to mess with Binkley. Yeah. Hey, all of a sudden we're adding a Royals game, 7:00 Thursday night.
Well, that sucks.
Juice all over the place.
He would. How mad would that cat be, right? If he all of a sudden had a game interrupt what he was trying to do for like the 15th year in a row.
That's right.
Right?
So it's over?
Yeah, sure. It looks like it, yeah.
Today they're going to announce it. We'll have boots on the ground at the announcement today, so we'll be able to take that today live whenever they announce the stadium that will not be at Washington Square Park, but it'll be in Square of Washington.
Yeah, somewhere down there. This is what I said back on, what was it, February what, Mac?
February 2nd.
February 2nd. Do you have that audio that you can play?
Yeah, here you go.
I'll go on record and I'll say they're not moving. This is an ownership group, and I've spoken to a lot of people, obviously, over the last couple of years about this. This is an ownership group that is committed to Kansas City. I mean, even, when, you start to build this ownership group, it's nobody really from the outside, or if there is somebody from the outside, they've got ties directly to Kansas City. And I feel confident at saying that after talking to people throughout this process, these guys are committed to Kansas City, and they are committed to Kansas City, and they're not too worried about the dollars right now, which is a really good thing for all of us. I've heard for the last couple of months that John Sherman has been meeting with Don Hall Jr. in private meetings trying to figure out some things and getting a stadium done in that Crown Center, Washington Square Park district. And so those have been meetings that I've heard about for months. And we kind of talked about it the last couple of weeks that he's been meeting with, Don Hall and having these kind of meetings. And what I think would be really, really cool if they could get to this point is just take over Crown Center from Hallmark Cards. I mean, when was the last time you've been to Crown Center? Everybody's been down there. It needs an upgrade. So there it is, the conversation we had on February 2nd, and that's exactly what they're going to do. I think I'd said this on the air. I know I've told this to people before, but the plan is to put the stadium where Hallmark's headquarters are and kind of have Crown Center where they'll kind of clean out some stuff, obviously, and rebuild and do some stuff there. But that's where it's going to be, overlooking the stadium. We talked about it being perched on a hill and home plate kind of being up where the Hallmark headquarters are and looking back into the city. That's the announcement that they're going to make today for their plan. It's good. I like it. Let's go. Let's get it built and let's get this thing moving in the right direction because all, as you said, is it finally over? Yeah, it is. It finally is over. Unless, we're going to meet some opposition or something. I don't know that to be the case. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're finally going to get shovels in the ground and we're going to move this thing forward.
Oh, we'll get the famous picture?
I don't know that that's today. I don't know when groundbreaking is because we haven't done that for the Chiefs yet. We haven't done the guys in the suits and with the gold shovels. Yeah, yeah,
I love that. Ready? Smile.
In a sandbox that's been made. It's not even the real dirt. It's a
raised bed.
Yeah, that's exactly the word I was looking for. The raised bed of dirt.
I get so jacked up in that photo. I'm like, keep digging.
Go further. Go further. Now start putting some cement in the ground.
Do something.
Yeah. Do it now. Do it now. So, cool. Like up there by Crown Center, the Hallmark headquarters, Hallmark is going to have to be relocated and all this. I heard, I guess it was the end of last week or whatever.
Kaleidoscope?
I don't know.
Don't touch Kaleidoscope.
That's the thing. There's talk about like I said last week, the ice skating rink, Kaleidoscope.
You're giving me those Fescoe eyes I don't like.
I don't know.
Because I don't touch Kaleidoscope.
You mentioned that, and that's been a conversation I've had with multiple people. Like, what's going to happen to Kaleidoscope? And I don't know the answer to that question. That's why I gave you the Fescoe eyes.
Piss me off.
Because people have asked, and I don't know what the answer is.
I don't like
sure
those
we'll
Fescoe eyes.
Well, I'm sure we'll get more of that information today. But maybe they'll relocate Hallmark to Joco now. I don't know what they're going to do with Hallmark and where they're going to end up, because that's what's happening. I mean, they're taking over that. I mean, Don Hall Jr., as I mentioned in that cut back in February, they've been meeting, since like November, talking about this kind of stuff and trying to move this thing forward and, get a deal done potentially. And that's where it's going to be. And so I don't know what Washington Square Park ultimately is going to be and how that's going to factor in if that stadium is up there where Hallmark Cards headquarters are.
I was excited. Now I'm a little sad.
Because Kaleidoscope, you could relocate the Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
You could relocate Legoland. You could relocate the ice skating rink.
Those could all get upgrades too.
They all could, and they all should.
Honestly, yeah.
They all should. They all need upgrades. And if they're all getting upgraded with all of this and all of that area is going to be upgraded, that's great. Look, Crown Center, as I mentioned in that clip, when was the last time anybody goes down there and goes, I'm going to spend the day at Crown Center? Hasn't been updated in years. It's an outdated 80s mall. And so if the Royals can come in and buy it, which they're going to do, and take over that area and spruce it up and give us some cool things to do down there, that's great. Crown Center's needed a facelift since the 90s, guys. It really has. I mean, the hotels are obviously fantastic, but the Crown Center itself, I mean, it's like, we've got, Spencer Gift and, some custard. Like, you needed to get with the ball, man. Like, seriously. I mean, it's the only, 80s ball. Like, Sam Goody is still down there. Merry-Go-Round is still in Crown Center. Like, you've got to get this 80s, 90s vibe out of there and spruce that area up. It's not really driving traffic to anything.
Yeah, and there's no, local businesses there. I mean, it's Crown Center, right?
Yeah, it'd be really cool if they could put, an ice rink in center field to get people to go to the stadium in the wintertime.
Yeah. Oh, you mean out of on the field itself? I was thinking during the games, have Isabel play on ice.
Lorenzo Kane would still be a badass.
Oh, hell yeah.
On skates.
Could you imagine him on skates going? Every ballpark has something unique, right?
The hockey slide with catches it.
Yes, it would be awesome.
Even faster.
I know that I'm high.
Yeah. It would be fantastic. Everybody's got to do something different. Your center fielder has to play on ice skates when you come to Kansas
Somebody
City.
says, come on now, don't mess with that aquarium. They have catfish there.
But seriously, I mean, Crown Center, guys, come on. It needs a lot of
Well, they
work.
do. I think my sister went down there. They do a silent disco. It's not my thing, but you have the headphones on. You can kind of see what everybody's listening to, and then you can vibe on 4. I don't know if that's the number.
There's different colors for what song you're listening to. Yeah,
But you can't hear anything except what's in your headset.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I've got the purple light on. She's got the purple light. We're listening to the same music. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that's why it makes sense why they're dancing the way they are, or something like that.
Yeah, I guess.
And nobody would tell what was
I just think it'd be funny
if we
to
were
do
dancing.
to do a bit there to put a different code. What are you listening to? Oh, it's silent. I'm not supposed to talk.
My bad.
Yeah, it's like the library. R.I.P. But yeah, so there we go. So and the thing is, there's going to be a lot of people that don't want this.
No, of course. I mean, I'm sure we're already seeing it on the text line. They didn't want the Sprint Center. They didn't want the new airport. Streetcar. Everything that we've built here in Kansas City. I mean, people just complain about it. And what has turned out bad, other than the airport not figuring out how to get good service, the building is fantastic. It is unbelievable, and it needed to be done. Sprint Center needed to be done, as we all know. Streetcar, we need to have that. Now you got the river extension, going on. Everything that people have protested and argued about and fought about has turned out to be wonderful. I'm sure there was complaints about Bartle Hall back in the day. When they, we don't need a convention center municipal, just fine. That guy complaining and the parking and all this kind of stuff. We're to the point now where the complaining is now officially over. You're not going to bitch anymore. And if you're going to bitch, then just don't go and keep it to yourself, because this is a good day. This is a fun day. This is what we want. We want finally downtown baseball coming to Kansas City, and we're getting downtown baseball coming to Kansas City, and that's a win. And if it's something that you don't like, please refrain from attending. And I have no problem saying that. I don't want to hear your bitching. I really don't. I'm over that at this point when it comes to the stadium. Here's where the games are going to be played. If you want to go, great. We're more than willing to have you. If you don't want to go, that's your prerogative too. Stay home and somebody else will go. But I'm just over the complaining about all of this kind of stuff right now, because when we do stuff like this, we're making our city better. We're bettering our town. Having downtown baseball now brings the whole city finally together. It's something that's been talked about for 25 years in this town, and now we're actually going to get it. And I know people are going to complain, and I don't have the stamina to hear people bitch anymore about where the stadium's going to be.
Do you think that Pasquantino will walk where the Western Auto sign
I
is?
hope so. He should.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
Yeah, he
or
should.
like, you know how like in Philadelphia they light up the bell when you hit a home run, they light up the Western Auto with the little
That
arrow.
would be cool.
I mean, my head's in a
Yeah,
million
that
places.
would be really cool if they did that. Is that Pasquatch still a thing? Because Vinny,
Yeah, he
hasn't
was
been-
poking through the hole
I
last night.
saw that a little bit on the broadcast. I was watching the Baltimore side last night, and it was poking through, and I saw that, like, is that guy going to come out? I hope not. And they
He
were
had a
talking
sack
about
fly,
it.
so yeah, he
I
had
know,
to.
sack fly. But does he come out on sack flies?
Anything at this point.
At this point,
Yeah, you just got to come out.
He just needs some play, man.
Bang for the buck, dude.
He's got to put this damn outfit on, dude. It's like,
Hey, sack fly! Woo!
hey, walk off wild pitch, dude. You just take it while you can.
You take it when you can, right?
Better believe it.
Yeah.
So word salad, yes, that was the word yesterday. This is Mike Vrabel.
You know, I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. You know, we believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me. We never want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be the cause of a distraction. And those are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private and to ourselves. Care deeply about this football team, and I'm excited to coach them. I also know that I'm going to attack each day with humility and focus. And what I can promise you is that my family, this organization, the team, the staff, the coaches, everybody, our fans, most importantly, will get the best version of me going forward. And that's what I know, and I'm excited to do that. But I wanted to just address this and thank you for your patience in dealing with the private and personal matter.
It's funny how he now needs the media, so he's thanking them, you know.
So they had sex.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We went from this as two friends to. Did anybody buy that at the beginning? I mean, like, it's an admission of guilt by her quitting, and it's an admission of guilt by him by saying, "Well, I had to have a hard conversation." Yeah, with your wife
and your teammates
and the guys on the team and your kids and probably your parents, her parents. Like, I mean, you cheat on somebody, right? How do you even look at that person in the eye? Like, it's so beyond my realm of thinking to do something like that.
Cheat on someone that you have kids with that you've been married to for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 plus years.
Yeah.
Not even just like, well, we're dating. Like, yeah, cheating's a bad thing, but like, there's levels to this.
I mean, I understand. Look, relationships go south, guys. We all know that. But why not deal with it and say, I don't love you anymore, instead of doing something like that? That's what I've always told my wife, and I'm going to joke a little bit, but I've always told her, I'll never cheat on you. I'll just leave you. Like, I'm not going to do that to you. It's not like if I don't like you anymore, we'll move on. It's okay. You know, things happen like that. Not that anything is, but you know, I just, for me, it's never been something that I've looked at and went, oh, okay, that's cool, or anything like that. I've always looked at cheaters. I'm like, man, it's kind of a low thing to do to somebody. It really is. Like, somebody pours their life into you, and then you go around their back. I know it happens a lot, and who am I to sit here and, you know, judge morals? But that's where we are now. It's like, for me, from a football side of things, this whole thing is over. He's got the moral side that now he needs to deal with his family. And I'm sure with his players, too. I mean, how many times are players going to roll their eyes if he tries to send a disciplinary message or something like that? And they're like, you're out here hanging out with the female reporter. I mean, his credibility kind of takes a little bit, maybe, of a hit inside that locker room. I don't know, man. I don't know how it's all going to play out, how he recovers from all of this. But as far as the football side and all this, yeah, put it in the rearview mirror. You got to move forward. Now he addressed everything he needed to address. There's not really much more he can say, right?
Yeah, the football part of it is what you mentioned, Bob. It's just now getting your team back in full trusting you and respecting you and being able to be all in, because that's like Vrabel's thing. Like, the players, I hate players coach. I hate that term because every coach is a players coach, or at least should be. But Vrabel is that. Like, he really is the epitome of that. He's down in the dirt with those guys, hand in the dirt. He's getting pads on. He's hitting. He's a bro. He's making the penis jokes. Like, he's doing all that stuff.
Right.
That starts to like wane if like the coach fatherly figure that he also provided, the mentorship, isn't there. And then you just become a friend, right? It's like being a good dad, right? You want to have all those fun things and all the friend things, but if you lose that mentorship and that respect part, you've lost the fatherhood of it. You've lost the coach of it. So yeah, he's got to maintain that and get that back. He's won a lot in his career and he's been super successful. I imagine he'll be able to repossess that sort of respect, but that's his road to hoe now.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. And I think the players are going to be just fine with it. You know, who's kidding who here? You know, in all of this, I'm sure Robert Kraft, he's got no leg to stand on with all of this. I mean, like he can't go in there and criticize his coach and hold his coach to different standards when, you know, the massage stuff was happening the day before the championship game here in Kansas City. So, I mean, does he have to, you know, look good amongst his peers? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what that feeling would be like. Like, if I was Vrabel, I would feel like, though, every time I walked into a room, everybody was talking about me. And everybody's mentioning what's going on and what went on with Diana Rossini, because, I mean, it is what it is now. I mean, we know it obviously happened. It was going on. And, you know, like, if you're a player, do you trust him? Because is he going to tell some other reporter? Like, there's all that kind of stuff, too, that factors in. So we'll see how it all ends up. But I think everybody's just going to have to move on now.
I'm loving it. Well, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
That's right, Fescoe and Dusty Wednesday poll. Who will the Chiefs select at pick number 9 in tomorrow's draft? You can find that poll question on the Fan 965 on Twitter. The selections you can choose from are wide receiver Jordan Tyson, DN Ruben Bain, an offensive tackle, or other. So far, there's only 5 votes. It's only been up for a couple minutes. 20% say Jordan Tyson, 60% say Ruben Bain, 0% say offensive tackle, and 20% say other, with one comment. Chiefs won't be picking at 9. They're moving up. I think they package picks to get the Titans pick. The relationship between Mike Brunzi and Kansas City might play a factor with an eyes emoji.
Interesting. Pete Schrager just came out with his final mock draft this morning.
Ruben Bain.
Trading down with the Cowboys. Chiefs received 12 and 20. The Cowboys received 9 and 29. And then the Chiefs at pick number 12 select Ruben Bain, and at pick number 20 select the wide receiver out of Indiana, Omar Cooper. So there you go.
I mean,
which I would love that. Trade back, get picks, and then get Ruben Bain.
That's
awesome.
Is Bain still going to be there at 12? Is he falling in the draft because of his short arms?
Who knows? Yeah,
hey,
probably.
Mac, who am I?
I thought, and I guess I'm wrong, I thought, like, Schrager only did one mock draft.
Well, he does a pre and a final.
Oh, back-to-back weeks, though?
He went from Jordan Tyson back to Ruben Bain.
Yep.
Which is the draft content in a nutshell.
Right.
And it's the trade back, and we got the one comment we have is they're going to trade up. It's just no one knows, man.
So, I mean, you look at it, I said from the beginning, take a defensive edge and take a wide receiver. Whether that's at 9 or 29, whether that's at 10 or 20, whether it's at, I don't know where, whatever you get the picks at. 2 problems, immediate day 1 starters, both help everything that you need to be successful. Maybe that's somebody that you can get, like, if they do move up in the draft and get that Titans pick, maybe they get that kid from Texas Tech. Was it Reese? Arvell Reese?
David Bailey.
David Bailey.
Yeah.
Who they say is, what, the best defensive end in the draft?
Yep.
I'd rather have them trade up and get him than trade back and get 2 others. I mean, seriously, like if we're talking about moving around in this draft, and you know, I was listening to Boomer the other day. He said there's 11 or 12 guys that they consider really first-round draft picks at now. It's not even 14 or 15. If you're going to trade back, you're not getting a first-round talent, I don't think. And that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it right now. If we're trading back out of 9 and there's only, let's say, 12 true first-round talents, and you're trading out of the top 12 or even to number 12, you're not getting as good of a player. Like, you need an impact player on that defense. I'd rather have him trade up and go for David Bailey than I would have him trade back and stockpile picks because of the talent level in this draft.
I saw a good point yesterday on First Things First. They said this is the first time that Veach and Andy Reid, the Mahomes era, maybe the last time that they will ever pick in the top 10.
Yeah.
Hopefully the last time they'll pick in the top 10.
Should be, yeah.
Why not make that splash and move up, you know, while you have the advantage to do it, and go get maybe the best said player at a position that you need an absolute banger of a pick up, right?
Yeah.
Like,
go get that, thoroughbred DN that's going to be a game changer. And then George Karlaftis can be a B-side, defensive end, and maybe that's his role, right? I look at that as the same thing as Suamatia, right?
Yeah.
Kingsley, right?
Exactly.
Man, draft him as left tackle. That's probably not his position in the league. Okay, we'll move him to guard. Boy, he was good at that position. George Karlaftis, first-round pick, defensive edge out of Purdue. Could be awesome. Well, turns out he's not. He's good. Okay, well, now that you have Bailey, who is awesome, George Karlaftis is now fine on your roster.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? George Karlaftis becomes a better player. And if George Karlaftis is pushing 10, 11 sacks next year, and even Bailey doesn't have them, then you got to credit Bailey for all of that. You do. You have to look at it and say, look at this. George Karlaftis stepped up his game because we had Bailey on the other side. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of there now. I mean, with the talent level in the draft, go up and make a big splash, man. Go get somebody legit that you can build your defense around or whoever for the next, 5 to 10 years like you have on offense.
You like beer?
Yeah.
Boobs?
Yeah.
Football?
Yeah.
Chewing tobacco?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this next guy does. His name is Jay Binkley. He joins us next here on 96.5 The Fan. Your home for Kansas City Sports.
Boobs are so magical.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, my friends over at Smokehouse Barbecue know how busy you are and how busy everyone is this time of year. You're looking around, and we're hitting the end of April. We got draft parties this weekend. Then we're talking about Mother's Day. Then we're talking about graduation parties. I've already got one on the calendar for May 1st. They're happening very, very fast, and you're going to need catering. Let Smokehouse Barbecue cater all of your parties this spring, whether it's a Mother's Day event, whether it's a graduation party from high school, college. It doesn't matter. You're going to have Smokehouse Barbecue cater, and they're going to bring everything for you. They're going to get you that delicious pulled pork. You're going to have unbelievable burnt ends, amazing Cajun buttered chicken wings with their homemade ranch dressing on the side to dip them in. It is absolutely phenomenal when you cater your event with Smokehouse Barbecue. And if you're looking to do box lunches as well, you got an event coming up, you want box lunches, you can get a pulled pork sandwich as one of the many items they do in their box lunch, and they are fantastic. You're dining in the pulled chicken sandwich right now, tossed in Cajun butter sauce, topped with coleslaw, the perfect sandwich that you will find anywhere in the world. So visit Smokehouse Barbecue at one of their 3 locations in Independence, Gladstone, and Zona Rosa, or at smokehousebbq.com. That's smokehousebbq.com. Order all of your catering there. For over 35 years, locally owned and family operated, it's Smokehouse Barbecue.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and baseball's back. BetMGM, the official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. All season long, you can log into the BetMGM app and receive top-tier promos that put you in the batter's box and up the excitement for America's pastime. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boosts, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB same-game parlay boost. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB odds boost tokens and MLB parlay boost tokens all season long. More boosts, more swings, more chances to win. Download the BetMGM app and step up to the plate today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. Existing customer offers subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly.
Well, as we all know, performance does matter, right? Performance matters in everything, and you don't want to let ED get in the way. The truth is most men don't have to live with it anymore, and you may be surprised by how right treatment can improve your love life. That's where my friends over at Heartland Men's Health come in. At Heartland Men's Health, they deliver advanced medical science and proven therapies to treat erectile dysfunction. Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond pills. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your initial consultation is just $99 and includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Heartland Men's Health has 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com,
an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Odyssey Sports Draft coverage is presented nationally by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only. 96.5 The Fan's draft coverage is brought to you by Gann Asphalt and Concrete, the Leavenworth PD, and the Salvation Army's Civic Breakfast. Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Jay's Southland Tow Service, Missouri side in Belton. 49 northbound accident past 163rd keeps things very heavy. Coming up from before Missouri 58, a lot of that traffic just crawling along. Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident, call Jay's Southland Tow Service, 816-779-4869 or southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments. They can do it all, so be in the know and call Jay's Southland Tow. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Turn it up. Wake the people up.
He loves beer and chewing tobacco, football and boobs. He knows Bobby Bowden. He knows Pete Carroll. He likes the 3-4 defense. He's Jay Bigley. He loves beer and chewing tobacco, football and boobs. He knows Bobby Bowden. He knows Pete Carroll. He likes the 3-4 defense. He's Jay Bigley.
All right, Mr. Chewing Tobacco, football, booze, and beer. Who they taking, Binkley? It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
The draft is here. One of the top events of the year in sports is tomorrow with the 9th pick in the 2026 draft. The Kansas City Chiefs select.
Well, Dust, man, I had a difficult conversation with those I care about. And it's looking more and more like none of the above. I could see them trading back, to be honest with you. Although I can't – listen, I would be more inclined to buy into the Ruben Bain hype had Andy Reid not admitted yesterday on his press conference what we all thought about in the beginning when Andy Reid was asked about what he cares about in offensive tackles. And he said, feet work, core strength, and arm length. He mentioned arm length. He does care about that. Now, it's offensive lineman, but would he care that much about edge in the top 10, 12 if you're buying Schrager with the trade back? I don't know. Maybe in the later rounds he would buy into that, but top 10 pick, it'd be hard to believe. But, man, I'm telling you, I think the Chiefs have people exactly where they want them. Everybody's talking about certain draft picks, and the Chiefs just sit back and laugh because they're going to take none of the above.
Though they're going to take none of the above, maybe. But how do you feel about trading back in a draft that maybe only has 11 or 12 true first-round guys? Wouldn't it be better to trade up and hit a home run than to trade back and get kind of lesser, if you will, quality guys?
Well, that's a good point. And
Thank you.
Here's the thing. You're welcome, Bob. But do you think that guy is really there? Do you think trading up gets you that player? And the one thing about trading back is you'd have to find a team that wants to trade up that 9th pick and get somebody. Does somebody value somebody in that top 10 saying, hey, we need to trade up with the Kansas City Chiefs and get that? I just think there's very few players that would be sitting there that teams would think, hey, we need, unless the Chiefs smokescreen worked enough that they're going to get Mansour Delane, that's a really popular pick at corner, and the Cowboys really want Mansour Delane, and they're buying all the smoke. The Chiefs might go corner at number 9. They say, we need to go up there because there's going to be a handful of players even left at 12 that somebody can get. Now, if Jeremiah Love would happen to slip, because some guys slip in the draft for unknown reasons. He's that kind of generational player you could see teams trading up for. If somebody fell in love with Ty Simpson. I don't think it's going to happen, but if there's a team out there that's 100% enamored with getting a quarterback, they would move up where the Chiefs are because the quarterback is such a valuable position. But honestly, I don't see a huge difference from the Chiefs staying where they're at or trading back. I just don't know if they could get much value for it. And I understand them moving up, but if you move up, is it Arvell Reese? Is it David Bailey? Are you okay with either one of them? Because if you do trade up to 3, you got to worry about what the Jets are going to do. So are you okay with taking the guy that the Jets don't take? Are the Jets going to make a mistake, which they could? Are you okay with Bailey if they go Reese? You okay with Reese if they go David Bailey? Like, you okay with those moves? Or do you sit back there, like I was talking to Mac yesterday on the hotline? I said, or do you sit back there and just wait? And if they go a direction and you're sitting there and you're like, well, the Jets went a certain direction, but we really like this player, I think we will move up with the Cardinals. So you use that 8 minutes and not 10 minutes because the first round shorter and make that move really, really late. So I could see him doing that if it's a really, really late trade up.
How did the hotline go yesterday? You said Mac called?
Did you talk to Ron?
I did talk. Was that one of you guys too?
No,
I didn't call. I was busy doing a lot of stuff at the house, hanging out.
We had a Ron. We did have a Ron call. We had somebody call and wanted to talk about boobs, beer, or football.
Was that Ron?
I don't know if that was Ron or not. We had one guy that called in for 2 straight days on a serious question. He had his mock draft. All 7 rounds out Monday, but he called back because he still had a question on Tuesday, called in, and that was great. Mac was one of the best callers.
Wait, hang on a second. You had somebody call in who put their own 7-round mock draft out?
Yeah.
For just the Chiefs or for the entire league?
Just the Chiefs.
Oh,
but he was a great caller. He was a great caller, and he put it out there, and then he just wanted to get one more question in at the very end, so he called at the end of the hotline yesterday. And the best caller was probably Mac, because he had legitimate questions. Like, Mac had legitimate questions he wanted to use the hotline for, and I appreciated Mac calling.
All right, very good. That's awesome. So how did it go overall? Did you get, 1,000 phone calls?
No, it wasn't 1,000 phone calls.
Oh.
It was a really spike time on Monday where there's a rash of calls. I couldn't answer them all because it was like they were ringing, and I was trying to put on hold those phones.
Hard thing to do.
Work, Bob.
I know. It's tough.
They stick with one. And then yesterday they spiked when Cody and Gold prank called me. But that helped the phone line because as soon as they did that, the phone lines went nuts. But there was a lot of downtime as well. Overall, I loved it. I thought it was great, man. People legitimately had draft questions, and I thought it was great because they wanted to talk draft.
What about, didn't Miss Doubtfire call you?
Miss Doubtfire did call. Miss Doubtfire did call Bob, and I think Bob forgets that we have caller ID.
Oh. So there wasn't a rat at the station that ratted Bob out because he told me that he did it, and I didn't say anything.
No, I knew who it was. I knew who it was because I've heard British Lady before.
Oh.
And but I didn't recognize the phone number at first, but we got it. But when Cody and Gold called, on the caller ID, it had our company, it had Odyssey. So I knew it's somebody.
Somebody calling from in the building, huh?
Yeah, so I figured it was Cody and Gold.
Could have been Roxanne. She may have had some draft questions.
It would have been great, but I could definitely tell it was Cody. It is Cody's voice, so definitely could tell that.
Because
and then we had Mac. We had Mac from Overland Park.
Yeah, what did he want to know? Are you going to start calling these Mac drafts instead of mock drafts?
Mac had Jordan Tyson questions. We had a good discussion. I told Speck even afterwards, I said I had some great calls, but I think Mac in Overland Park was the best.
I think you should have a meeting with Speck today and tell him more about it.
Have a conversation with people I care about.
Yes.
Like Vrabel.
That's exactly right.
You think Vrabel and Rossini had sex?
I would guarantee that one, Dustman.
Okay.
I would guarantee you that probably
was it in the water or was it out of the water?
I'm still waiting to see those hiking pictures with their friends.
Oh,
yeah, where are the friends?
They don't exist. It's like Watergate. You know, you're never going to see those files.
I was just like, all right. Hey, I'm sure those conversations were difficult, Mike.
Yeah.
What's to have those? I mean, can you imagine? Say we just caught with your hands in the cookie jar, saying, all right, nothing else to tell you but the 100% truth here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the draft. That's what I would do with Vrabel. Let's talk about our pick.
Yeah, let's talk about the pick.
I don't think they're talking arm length in that conversation.
No.
Binkley, we'll see you
Men's
tomorrow
business.
in studio with you and your other co-host of Character Concerns. You'll be in the studio for the 9 o'clock hour talking all things draft. Binkley, we appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Looking forward to it, fellas. Take care.
That is Jay Binkley, and that is our draft coverage on 96.5 The Fan, which is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that is the benefit of blue. Coming up on the other side, we talk more about the stadium and, well, the Kansas City Royals as well, here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Matt Quattrero, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending want to help you save money, right? We're all looking to save money these days, and one way you can do that is refinancing your home with my friends over at Golden Oak Lending, because right now, the average cash-out customer is saving over $1,100 per month. Think about that. Having an extra $1,100 in your pocket every single month would be awesome. And when you refinance with my friends over at Golden Oak Lending, you'll go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment. And think about all the things that you can do with 2 months free of not having to make that house payment. Maybe you're paying down college tuition, credit card bills, home repairs, weddings, whatever the case may be. You can get cash out from Golden Oak Lending. But it has to start with that free mortgage checkup. It'll be the best phone call you make. It's risk-free. There's no paperwork or credit card required. It's just a simple phone conversation where you tell Golden Oak Lending about your financial situation and where you want to go. And then they get to work to try to find a mortgage that's better than the one that you're in. And when they do, boom, you're ready to rock and roll. So take that free mortgage checkup today. 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD. And let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey, it's Cody and Gold, and if you've been thinking about a career in IT, I want you to meet Lacey, a career services advisor at Centric.
Hi, I'm Lacey. At Centric, we work with each student to ensure they are setting themselves up for success by having one-on-one sessions focusing on their personalized career development. We work closely with our employer network, connecting students with organizations that are eager to hire tech professionals for in-demand entry-level IT jobs.
If you're serious about making a career move, learn more at Centric.com.
Well, my friends over at QC Kinetics are saying, hey, it is time to feel better. And I'm saying it as well. It's time for you to feel better and stop saying no to those things that you love to do. Like, I don't know, a round of golf, a long walk, maybe hanging out with the kids or your grandkids. You've got to say yes to those things that make you happy. But if you're saying no, it's time to see my friends over at QC Kinetics, because they specialize in regenerative treatments that get you back in the game without surgery or those endless recovery months. Be honest with yourself for a second. Does joint pain keep you up at night? Maybe you're taking pills every day just to get through a shift at work. If you're nodding your head to all of that, then it's time to see QC Kinetics, because you are exactly who QC Kinetics helps every single day. And the best part is the treatment's all done right in the office with no downtime. You get your treatment and you go right on with your day. It is that easy. So there's nothing more meaningful than reclaiming your mobility. Get that free consultation now. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. Located off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299. It's QC Kinetics.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER. Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Traffic for DM Entry Law, Missouri side of Belton, 49 northbound past 163rd. Accident off to the right shoulder, but things are off again, on again, very heavy back towards Cass Parkway. Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law. How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results. Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
The Fan's Draft Party is Thursday, April 23rd, live from the Brooksider Sports Bar and Grill starting at 6 o'clock. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Seven o'clock hour, thanks to Jay Binkley. Coming up at 8, we'll have Matt McMullen in studio talking all things draft from 8 to 8:30. Royals have a day game. Pretty big announcement going on today.
Day game after a night game, too.
Yeah, it's a Sal catch. We'll have Matt Cotrero on at 9 as well. Royals wrap up this series against the O's in the rubber match today. Just keep winning. There's that home run from Stanton. Over the light.
I mean, that was a shot, yeah, out on the street.
He hit the ball over the light of the green monster. I mean, just like some things you catch live, you just sit there and ponder over for like 5 minutes. That was one of them. Hey, Bob, did you see that home run by Stanton? No, I'm at soccer. Oh, got it. Well, he hit it over the light. Dear God. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my immediate reaction.
I mean, I went and looked at it right away when there it is again. I mean,
no, that's another
a different one.
That one went almost through the wall. That guy makes contact 10 times in a month, and when he does, it's just lethal.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Don't forget the Character Concerns characters. Chris and Binkley will be live Thursday night from the Brooksider doing their show. We'll also be there as a station for the draft party as well, the Brooksider. So make sure you're out there for all of that, as we will have draft coverage all week this week as we do it all tomorrow. We'll do it live. 7 o'clock is when that all starts in the draft. 6 o'clock coverage with Binkley and Chris. Again, Royals day game today. And sounds like there's going to be a stadium announcement in downtown, not in Washington Square Park.
No,
it's not 2:45. It's 15 till 3.
That's right.
That's
Something
kind of
like
how I
that.
thought about yesterday, where I'm like, it's not there, but it's there. It's in the area that's in that area that has that
But
thing
then
there.
you look at the map and you realize, like, the Hallmark headquarters where it's going to go, the stadium that is far from Washington Square Park. And there's a street in between, and so I don't even know how Washington
And
Square
walls.
Park is. Yeah, and definitely walls. Yeah, I don't know how Washington Square Park is going to be tight. We'll find out later on today. But what you find this, Mac, from February 2nd, this is what we said was going to happen with this whole thing?
Yeah, February 2nd, this is you, Bob.
I've heard for the last couple of
This
months
isn't
that
me.
John Sherman has been meeting with Don Hall Jr. in private meetings, trying to figure out some things and getting a stadium done in that Crown Center, Washington Square Park district. And so those have been meetings that I've heard about for months. And we kind of talked about it the last couple of weeks that he's been meeting with, Don Hall and having these kind of meetings. And what I think would be really, really cool if they could get to this point is just take over Crown Center from Hallmark Cards. I mean, when was the last time you've been to Crown Center? Everybody's been down there. It needs an upgrade. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to take over Crown Center. They're buying Crown Center from, the Hall family. They're going to put the stadium up where the Hallmark headquarters are, as we talked about months ago, and have it over kind of look the stadium wide open into the skyline. And it's going to be picturesque, and it's going to be beautiful. And they're going to develop, hopefully, and change Crown Center because that needs a facelift. And if we get a new stadium and a brand new, if you will, Crown Center area, that's awesome for the city, man. What more could you want, right?
Kaleidoscope has to stay.
Yeah, it does, and I mean that's one that a lot of people have asked me about too. Like they're like,
it's a special place.
It is.
It's like School of Economics,
right? It's
By
like.
the way, I'm the mayor there this June.
Oh, are you going back?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're going to be
Finally get to take that off my bucket list. At 38, I'll be the mayor of School of Economics.
I like also too that they are giving you that in June when school's out of session. So you.
Well, there's like an event going on. I can get more into it, but we're talking the stadium.
But to grow this city and to build that sort of, awesome feeling that we get in this city that we all know, and to have others experience that, you've got to build some new things. And I think the stadium could be one of those. So you have to say goodbye to a couple of things that we love and are nostalgic, but others don't know about it. No one cares about Fritz's who's visiting here.
Right, exactly. You're not doing that. And maybe if you want to pay homage to something like that, maybe you have those little things in the stadium. Like maybe there's a kaleidoscope area in the stadium, or maybe an ice skating rink in the stadium, or maybe, the train with the hamburger drops it off at your seat.
That would be sick.
That would be cool if there's a section like the Fritz's section where a train comes by and drops off your food. People would want to sit in something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So there's ways to do it. Instead of looking about what we're losing, you look at you look at what we're gaining, and what we're gaining is the final piece to the downtown that's going to make, Kansas City awesome. And downtown baseball's fantastic. And you're going to have 2 hotels there. It's great for tourism, obviously. People come into town, they go to baseball stadiums. You can stay right there at Crown Center and have the headquarters of the stadium, the home plate of the stadium at the Hallmark headquarters. Going to be interesting to see where they end up moving. And then you've got your hotels right there, walking distance to everything. It's going to be good. And I think this is exciting. And as I said earlier, guys, and I know, Mac, you're probably there with me, Dusty. I'm over the bitching of I don't like the location type stuff, and I've been over that for years. The location that they choose for anything, for whatever it is not going to please everybody. And so if this is something that bothers you and something you don't like, feel free to not go. I just don't want to hear about it anymore, because on a day where we should be celebrating excitement, the Royals are here long term. They're getting a new stadium downtown that's going to be beneficial to the entire city. We're going to fix an area that's I don't want to call Crown Center blighted, but I mean, when was the last time they had anything worthwhile of going to down there? I mean, it's just an area that has never upgraded. It's never developed itself. It's never moved forward. And now you have the opportunity to potentially move Crown Center forward and upgrade that. This is a great day for Kansas
I can
City.
actually answer that question honestly. Last time I was down there was Boulevardia.
Okay.
They had it there a couple years ago.
But did you go in the Crown Center shops or anything like that? That's what I mean, like the actual, I'm going to Crown Center.
The last time I went into Crown Center was the NFL draft.
Okay.
That's where we went and got our credentials. So I had to go in there, and then
what year was that again?
2023 when they had the draft, right?
Yeah, long time.
So, or 22?
I can't remember. That's why I asked. I don't remember anymore.
2022 draft.
Yeah, I think so.
This is 26, so it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, sounds right.
Okay.
We had 23. No, whatever.
Whenever the draft is here, I went through the
long
area.
time.
Yeah.
Long time. Mac, when was the last time you went down to Crown
Before
Center?
I moved in high school. I mean, it's been over a decade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jury duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously. But yeah, I was down there for Boulevardy. That's the last time I was down there.
Right. So the long and the short of it is nobody's going to Crown Center right now. Why do you care if they change it?
It's the little kid with the toy that you end up playing with. You're like, wait, I was playing. Like, you haven't touched that toy.
touched that toy in years.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy. You see the kids do it all. I want you weren't using this.
Yeah, you
but
only
because
care.
I went and
Yes.
use it. Now you care. But yeah, it's like Crown Center. You haven't thought about Crown Center, and now there's we're going to put the ballpark at Crown Center, tear down Crown Center, leave the hotels, make a nice. We can't get rid of it. When was the last time you were there, sir? And why don't you like it? Oh, well, because it's different. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, in this scenario, I'm rebuilding your toy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
doing
exactly
a new
yeah.
toy, man. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole new thing for everybody. Oh, it's going to be too expensive. Well, I don't know. Like the people who have a negative comment for everything, no matter what it is, I'm over that. Life's
I've
too
got
short.
one.
Yeah.
Kaleidoscope is not the same as when we were kids. Better replace her a dime a dozen. I don't like that person.
Okay, fine.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Nothing's the same as when we were kids. Literally nothing.
So because I feel like it was named for the Royals. I mean, it is called Crown Center.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Crown Town.
Yeah.
Crayon.
Right.
Is it crayon?
Or the Hallmark logo. I mean, either one. I mean, that's fine. Considering it's theirs for now until later on today when the Royals buy it.
Which that's another thing. You're buying off of a big corporation.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That doesn't make me feel you're not buying off these small businesses and all these other things. You're buying from a big corporation.
They're selling it to you. You're not displacing it. Oh my God, we're displacing Hickory Farms. Oh, the R. I mean, I don't even know if they have a Hickory Farm. The Crown Center screams Hickory Farms, right? Give me a store from the 80s, and I guarantee you the last one that existed was in Crown Center because they don't update anything. And now we have a chance to really update an area that people talk about, but has really offered nothing to anybody other than a few ice skating, sessions here or there. It hasn't been offering anybody anything. It's been blighted. It really has. And now we're going to turn it all around and put a ballpark village. I love it.
Somebody goes, I was there for the Big 12 tournament just to go to Fritz's.
Smash.
Coming up next, Mac will give us a blind draft, plus we'll do one word with Mac Morey here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends at the Sheet Metal Workers, local number 2, are building Kansas City. You drive around town and you see all the things that are going up. Yeah, my friends at the Sheet Metal Workers are part of all of that. And now they want you to be part of them and them to be part of you. Here's what the Sheet Metal Workers are going to do. They want you to come together with them and become a partner contractor. And there's absolutely no cost involved. So if you're an HVAC contractor, here's what they're going to do for you. They'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. And the Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size and skills and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness when you need it the most. They'll provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, and they'll train your current employees as well. There's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers, local number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circa Sports. From baseball to basketball to hockey, Circa Sports has it all. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High betting limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circa Sports has you covered. And don't miss out on the special Royals props for every game. Download Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and driving in this area means navigating everything from busy metro traffic to open Midwest roads, so having the right auto insurance really matters. With AAA, switching today means you could save up to 21% on your auto insurance. AAA offers trustworthy protection. You can save even more. Visit AAA.com. That's AAA.com.
You're always better with a roof from JR.
It happens every day. An unsuspecting homeowner looks up and sees spots on the ceiling after it rains. They didn't know their roof had hail and wind damage from a storm maybe a year or two ago when they weren't home. Now they've got roof damage and a whole lot more. Don't let that happen to you, especially since JR and Company has a free and hassle-free way to find out what's up there. Just visit jrstormcheck.com. Plug in your address and we'll pull a multi-year storm report. If there's nothing there, you have free peace of mind. And if there is, we'll work with your insurance company to get it taken care of before your claim window closes and before you see spots. Your free online storm check from JR and Company only takes a minute at jrstormcheck.com.
Always better with a roof from JR.
Visit jrstormcheck.com.
It's Deck Days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, so you know what's going in your body. Don't settle for compounded mystery testosterone. At Low T Center, they dose their TRT more frequently than other clinics to make sure your T levels are always optimal and don't dip below baseline. They keep your TRT smooth and keep the side effects in check. They also stay on top of your health with regular medical testing so they can make sure that your TRT is always safe. At Low T Center, all providers are board certified and experts in their field, not random chatbots or providers you never actually see. They know the right questions to ask, the right things to look at in your charts, and the right tests to keep your TRT smooth and manage your side effects. They get to know each patient personally, not just patient's data, so they can help you meet your real goals, not just your medical ones. So go to lowtcenter.com and book your free test today and find out what they can do for you. That's lowtcenter.com.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Traffic for DM Injury Law, Missouri side of Belton, 49 northbound past 163rd. Accident off to the right shoulder, but things are off again, on again, very heavy back towards Cass Parkway. Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law. How about three great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results. Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Ashley
hammers one to deep right field, and gone. Game tied. What a night for Massey.
That's right. That's the sweet sounds of Denny Matthews as Michael Massey tied the game last night. I like his old school baseball stance that he's got.
Yeah,
rocking.
he looks good.
Nice.
What a blast that was, too, man. That was Stantonian. I mean, it was a blast up there that dark night.
And since he did that, this year we partnered with KCUC, who is donating $50 to Prostate Cancer Foundation for every home run the boys in blue hit this season. 1 in 8 men will face prostate cancer. Early detection saves lives at KCUC, Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced urology team. You see the best in KC. Schedule today at kcuc.com. So the Royals win last night. They go to 8-16.
Mm-hmm. The Mets did not win.
No, and they burned Sage.
Yes, I see they're stealing the idea that we had years ago.
Sage Rosenfels.
You got to sage the ballpark, right? You got to sage. They better sage that Hallmark headquarters area where they're putting the news station and get the demons out right away.
Please.
We got to sage this thing right away before the Royals move into that thing. We should sage the new place for Arrowhead, too, you know, and we got the demons out of Arrowhead back in the day when we saged that son of a gun. I'll tell you, it works. It really does. Being out there and saging things, we got chased away. People thought we were doing something else. I mean, I don't know, but
oh, they thought you were hitting the Schwalla?
Yeah, probably. But you know, they wouldn't let us in. Like this is back in the day, like the Chiefs, Brad G was like we want to come sage Arrowhead. He goes, I don't think that's happening.
Smart. Very smart from Brad.
Yeah. I said, well, what do you mean? We need to get the demons out because at that time, you know, they hadn't won a playoff game at home. And then there was all the stories of the curse of Hank Stram, where when Hank got fired, he put a curse over the organization that they would never win a playoff game again. And so we needed to get the Hank Stram ghost out of Arrowhead Stadium. So Josh and I and Ryan at the time, we went out there and we're like sticking our arms through the fence, saging inside because Brad G said, no, we can't come in and sage. We won that playoff game on Sunday against them, their Indianapolis Colts. And it has changed ever since. And I do believe that it was because of the saging.
Sage, Mahomes, whatever you want to say.
Well, it just doesn't, however you want to look at it. But if we didn't sage, Mahomes wouldn't have had the opportunity to play in a saged stadium to go out there and win. And so I love the fact that they're doing that now at Shea Stadium where they've lost 12 in a row because had the Royals continued down this path and lost another 10 in a row, we'd be out there trying to sage the K. Not saving, I'm sorry.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Some boomer just perked up and went, we're going to save the K? No, sir. Sit down, Clyde.
They're going to say cling.
No, he doesn't want to save the K. No.
Not a chance. That Saturday was our Wednesday poll question here on 96.5, the fan that we do, and it is quite simple today, right? It is just, no, I don't want that. That's what I want, not our audio, not our audio. Yep, see, there it is. Bob's voice. The Wednesday poll question, who do you think the Chiefs will select at the 9th pick in tomorrow's draft? Please don't say they're moving up or moving back. We're just going with what they're picking right now. It's the 9th pick. So who do you think the Chiefs will pick at 9? Jordan Tyson, Reuben Bain, offensive tackle, or other?
If it's other, maybe you think they're trading up. That's fine.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, trading up, trading down. Other, yeah.
Could be anything, right?
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I stand corrected. Right now, Reuben Bain leads at 66% of the votes. The second place is tied with other and Jordan Tyson.
I think it'll be fun after the draft if Brett Veach says, we never even considered Reuben Bain.
I hope.
Never heard of him.
You guys spent months talking about that guy. We never thought about him.
Hilarious.
I don't know who the hell they're taking. I just hope they take a defensive edge and a wide receiver with their first 2 picks, and then I'm satisfied.
That's it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's fair. No, that's totally fair. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Those are your 2 biggest needs.
Those are, yeah. And so is offensive line, and so is everything.
Those are to me, those are not their biggest needs.
No, it's not. But I hate
need.
to be that guy, but I think they are picking offensive line at 9. And I think we're all going to hate the pick, like I've been saying for the last week. We're all going to hate the pick on Friday morning, but in a year we'll be telling everybody that'll listen, we got the 2 best tackles in the country right now. You're not going to get past our offensive line. Like, that's the way it's going to go. We'll boo the hell out of it if they pick a tackle at 9, but in a year when that guy's playing right tackle and he's like Mitchell Schwartz and we've got Eric Fisher and Justin Simmons on the other side, everybody's going to love it, right? I mean, that's kind of where we are, you know? So I'm not going to be shocked at all if they take an offensive lineman and we all go,
And then we said they were going to take the discounted players in the offseason free agency, and then they signed Ken Walker, the most expensive running back in a free
But that's
agency.
it. That's all they did. They blew their wad right in one player, right? That's all they had was that money. They spent it on one guy. They've done nothing else. So there are still a lot of holes to go out there and try to fix. And if we keep hearing stuff about Andy's hell-bent on fixing the offensive line, man, I don't know. It's interesting to see that position is gaining a lot of steam at this point, and I necessarily don't hate it.
Yeah, to me, if the offensive line isn't fixed, that's a complete Andy Heck and Andy Reid problem. That is not a talent deficiency.
They've invested in players and money in players at that position. Like, this is like, I got to be honest with you, as much as people want Alex Zumwalt gone, what is Andy Heck doing?
Yep. Those 4 guys on paper are better than, I'm going to say 75. I want to say 90, but 75% of the league, those 4 guys that they have. That's what the Chiefs have starting right now.
And paid better than,
then paid, exactly.
And so there's an opportunity where you invest another first-round pick. You got 2 tackles that are first-round picks. You've got a second-round pick at guard. You got a second-round pick right at center. And then obviously a 6th-round pick who should have been a first-round pick at right guard. You've paid these people. Like, eventually, Andy Heck has got to get them playing better.
Well, that leads us to our blind ranking here of some draft options. Yes, says Dusty covers his eyes. I've got our 10 to 12 top options, players trading down, trading up,
I'm
randomized.
so excited.
And you guys are just going to blind rank them. 1,
Can't
2,
wait.
3. 3 options. 1 is your favorite. 3 not. Blind rank. Okay, first set of 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
All right, first set of 3. All right, here we go.
I mean, that's a really good threesome.
Tyson. 1, 2, or 3. All I need from you now.
2.
Tyson, 2.
3.
Downs.
3.
1.
Love.
2.
Crap.
Yeah.
But I would have rather have had him at 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
But when you factor in the hamstring injury, it makes sense.
Hate that pick.
Hate that. But I can talk myself into having Love, Walker, and DeMercado.
Can you talk yourself into that quicker than you can talk yourself into a Maui Noah or Fano? Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna go full like Alan from The Hangover when he starts putting all the memories together and be like, all right, swing out Love, play a fake draw to Walker, and then you got DeMercado in the slot. Oh,
I know
by
that
the
I'm
way, Mahomes is doing all this as the quarterback. So yes, of course. But I could do that again with the other 2 guys you mentioned as well.
Of course. All right, that brings us to it. Spencer Fano, offensive tackle.
2.
Okay.
1.
Okay. 1. Mansour Delane, corner at LSU.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Makai Lemon.
2.
Both
1.
you guys 2. Oh, and that would be 1. Yep.
No, 1.
Yeah, 1. Which is good.
Yep. Wide
That's
receiver.
what you want. That's what you want. Wide receiver.
So man, I'm going offense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you had Lemon 3 there?
2.
2, okay. And you had Delane.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
And he's the corner / safety at LSU.
Yeah, that corner. Yeah.
I think they can
that's
get
fair.
corners. I mean, I'm not
I get
enamored
that.
with drafting a corner this early.
I get that. Okay, how about let's do this one. Trade up.
Trade up? You said
Trade up.
1.
3.
Caleb Downs.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Tackle.
Yep. 1.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I knew it.
You
I
knew
was
it was
waiting
coming.
for it. Yep,
Yeah.
tackle was coming. He gives me the Fescoe eyes. You give me the Mac eyes. I'm like, I fell right into this trap.
Damn it.
Yep.
I am not a GM. Fire that guy. I am Kevin Costner from Draft Day.
I mean, that's why it's just, again, it's so difficult to do this. I mean, we think these guys, it's so easy. Oh, you missed. How did you miss on this guy? Come on. It's so hard. And everything that you do has an ancillary effect on something else. And in these last couple of months of talking about this draft, it's just like every scenario makes sense.
Yes.
I don't want every scenario to make sense, but every scenario makes sense. And that's why I think no matter who they pick, it's going to be somebody that truly does make sense for this organization because there are so many directions in which they can go.
This may be, and obviously the Chiefs haven't been this, thoroughly involved in a draft in some time, having 2 picks in the first round, one of which top 10, but it feels like this is more than most other drafts in recent history. No one knows anything, it feels like. and we always kind of don't know anything, but the smoke screens start to gain traction and truth here by Wednesday and Thursday especially, and we know sometimes the first 2 or 3 picks, like we know Mendoza, and then literally after that, no one knows anything.
I think it's Reese going to be number 2.
Yeah. Reese at 2 for what? That'd be the Jets.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we have a new name for Ruben Payne.
What's that?
What is it?
Somebody goes, if we pick Ruben Payne, I almost guarantee it's going to end up like Don Terry Poe. And then they went to correct Payne and spelled Blaine. Ruben Payne. Oh, man, that's good. Not Payne, Blaine.
Blaine, my
bad. So I think these tuxedo shirts are kind of effed up.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. All right, so I got a tackle. And who else? Oh, running back. That's great. Binkley would be like, yeah, your mock sucks.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Did you do your homework?
You're
I'm
not
like
getting this,
Jamarcus
man.
Russell. They gave me a blank DVD and said, mock these picks. I love them all. There's no names on the DVD.
That's right.
What's a DVD?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's one word?
One word.
First name is Blake, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor.
You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
That's right. It is one word. It is brought to you by Maloney's, the Sand Trap, and the Landing. They are 3 great local spots, all with delicious food, cold drinks, TVs galore. Watch all your favorite sports teams. Hell, if you can't make it to the Brooksider, I know weather is going to be an issue. Make it to one of these places.
Yep.
They'll have the draft on. I know Maloney's will. And if you get out there today to Maloney's, it's Wednesday, which you know what that means, guys. Pesto chicken sandwich day with the fries or chips.
Hello, America.
$16. Any drink special that they offer during the week is available all day today. So get to Maloney's on a Wednesday because it's chicken pesto Sammy day with fries or chips with $16. And also any drink special they do all during the week, that's available today. So Mac, take it away with one word, Miami.
Oh, God. Okay, don't do it. One word, Philly. Well, how about it? You mentioned they had TVs. They'll have a lot of stuff on there tonight at Maloney's, at the Sand Trap, and at the Landing. One word on the NBA playoffs so far.
Lines.
Sad. We lost Wemby last night, man, to a concussion.
Yeah, that sucks if he's out for a while.
It has to be. Has to miss 7 to 10 days.
I saw that, and then I see other people now saying it's 48 hours. So,
well, it depends on,
Exactly. He's missing game 3.
That's a lot of body that fell at once and hit the ground. I was sad.
Very sad. Very sad. Yeah, if you haven't seen that fall, that was a scary one for sure.
Well, you're 7'10". I mean,
long way to go down. I was worried about his jaw just as much as I was his head and everything. So I'm glad that hopefully he'll be okay and back. One word, Royals got a win. It was much, much, much needed. One word on the Royals beating the Orioles last night.
Well, finally. I mean, I think that's where you look. You lost, 8 in a row? You were 9 games under 500. Now you're 8 games under 500. Still a long way to go. You got to get back to 500 before we can even start talking about the expectations that we have for this year. So you got to win 8 in a row to get back to even. It's tough, man. It's so hard to dig yourself into a hole and then have to dig yourself out of it. But here we sit.
Yeah, it's great. Good win. I don't care how they won. They needed to win more than anything in the world. And that was awesome. Walk-off win with a wild pitch, home run, whatever it may be. Massey tied the game with a home run. Garcia scores the winning run on a wild pitch that Sal didn't swing at. You love to see that. But it's great. It's good. Doom and gloom, whatever you want to be. It's a win. I don't care. Now go win the series. And let's start something.
Sticking in baseball here, Max Muncy, starting May 5th, 2025, he began wearing glasses, and since then, he's been one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball. Legitimately, 274 batting average, almost 400 on-base percentage, slugging 560, 26 home runs. One of the best hitters in baseball since wearing glasses. One word.
Royals. I'm being serious about this with the way that they're hitting. Check their eyes and get them some glasses. It worked for Ricky Vaughn. It's now working for Max Muncy. Like, are we checking the eyes of our players? Because everybody right now could probably use a quick vision check. Send them to Dr. Silverstein. He's the best in the world. Go out there, right there by the ballpark. Have your eyes checked. Be Max Muncy.
I noticed both of your parents were. Did your sister wear glasses?
Yeah.
And you don't?
No, I had surgery.
Right, so that's what I was saying. So it's success? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, my dad did it and it didn't work.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. He still has to wear glasses.
Well, they may be readers, though. Are they not readers? Are they?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, if they're readers, everybody eventually has to get to that point.
I think I'm there.
You may be. Yeah.
I think I need to get my eyes checked because I can't see the golf ball off the tee. Now it's normally right or left, so I look one of those two ways, but I never see it.
Yeah, you get your eyes checked.
Yeah. One word on Max Muncy. Smart, right? Like, duh. You know what I mean? Like, my eyes don't work. I use glasses. They look at Noah Cameron.
Right.
Like, it's not cool, they would say, but Noah Cameron uses them, and he's good. Dennis Rodman. Horace Grant.
Yeah, exactly.
Lade Divac, was he the guy back in the day?
What was that guy's name? Jorge Soto? Was that the guy that had this spec? He played for the Reds? It's something Soto, right?
Oh, it was.
He wore the rec specs. Anyways, he thinks.
LeBron had the rec spec phase. It was awesome. Kobe had to wear him. He played better. It always ups your game. How about this? Mike Vrabel. He had to pay the piper and up his game yesterday to the media.
I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive.
Oh, yeah.
We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me. We never want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be
Chris
a cause
Sabo.
of distraction. Those are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private and to ourselves. Care deeply about this football team, and I'm excited to coach them. I also know that I'm going to attack each day with humility and focus. And what I can promise you is that my family, this organization, the team, the staff, the coaches, everybody, our fans, most importantly, will get the best version of me going forward. And that's what I know, and I'm excited to do that. But I wanted to just address this and thank you for your patience in dealing with the private and personal.
Busted is my one word. Everybody gets busted. And athletes, and he's considered an athlete, they think they can get away with everything. Your whole life, everybody covers up everything you do that's wrong. And you think you can get away with anything. And then this happens. And you can't get away with it. And you didn't get away with it. You got busted. It's going to be fun to watch that move forward.
Yeah, fart. That's my word. I don't care. That guy got away with everything, and she got away with nothing. And he just gets to keep living his life and just be like, well, I apologize to my wife. She's cool with it. Like, I hope you enjoy that road trip, Mike, because Miss Vrabel's going to be Mrs. Dorn.
Yeah.
I just hope she doesn't find Ricky Vaughn or Dusty Likens. I'm kidding. I don't care who I am. I'm just talking to the president.
Just talking to the president.
Just talking to the president.
We were talking draft. We mentioned offensive lineman, one of those guys that could be taken at number 9 by the Chiefs, Francis Maui Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Schefter reported on Monday that he had a herniated disc, and it's asymptomatic, but surgery, if needed, it would take 3 months for that to be fully fixed. One word on that injury scare and selecting him.
Well, I would say pass on that. I mean, I would. That seems like something that you just don't want to mess with. You knew going in that he had an injury and would need surgery. I'm not going to sit here and every day go, where is this guy? So I would just pass on him.
Yeah, it's a significant injury, that disc, man. Like, that's,
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, it's not like an ankle or like a knee or a shin with Josh Simmons where you're like, well, it'd be all right. It's back issues, man. And Bob and I can sit here and talk to you for 4 hours about backs. We've done it already in our lives.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that guy sneezes. You're like,
Yeah, I don't need that.
like,
You have the opportunity to bring somebody into your organization. And if somebody has a pre-existing injury, there's no reason to bring that into your organization. And especially a back on an offensive lineman, that feels like one of those things that we're talking about for years. Oh, if he was ever healthy, I'm almost 50. I ain't got time for that. Draft somebody that we're not talking about that with.
Huge, yeah, exactly. Huge pass there. And then
like herniated disc or short arms.
Yeah, to give me the short arms.
Yeah, give me the short arms.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith yesterday on Mad Dog Sports Radio This is a quote, couldn't quite find the audio. You can be behind the wheel of a car in your 60s and 70s, for crying out loud. A golfer is not an athlete. A NASCAR driver is not an athlete. Just because you got to walk the course for 18 holes for 4 days, that don't make you an athlete.
Yeah, he also went on to say these are things grandmas and grandpas could do. Ignorant is what he is. He's ignorant. And I know from experience, I've played golf and I've driven a NASCAR, and you have to be an athlete for both of them. I was in so much pain and soreness going around the track 8 times in that NASCAR. I can't imagine doing a 500 miles out there at 200 miles per hour. You got to be in some top peak physical shape. And that's coming from a guy who's never experienced anything of that magnitude. That's just an ignorant, asinine jerk comment.
I mean, my one word would just be Stephen A. Like, that's just, why not? Slow sports day, Stephen.
Yeah, exactly.
Your Knicks lost, you're depressed.
Yep.
You got the draft, you got all, and you're going and taking shots at golfers and NASCAR drivers? Come on now.
Well, the thing is, he probably couldn't even hit a golf ball.
How does he talk about solitaire players?
That's an old person sport.
But you talk about things grandmas and grandpas do, Stephen A. Smith. They sit around playing solitaire at NBA games.
What is it? No 3 Sports on X, whatever that is. The leading. It's parody. Never mind. Well, I don't know if it is. It's a picture, so I don't know if it is parody.
Leading the country in the spreadage of parody college sports.
Yep. Well, there's just like this picture of like Baylor's quarterback, because it's from his like Instagram or Snapchat, of a house he purchased in Waco after he got a $4.7 NIL deal with the Bears this offseason. It's like his Snapchat, though, so that's weird.
You got to buy that house in Waco, though? Like, that doesn't seem smart. Nobody wants to live there.
I would if that was my house.
Like, when you're done playing, you want to stay in Waco, Texas? That place sucks. Sell that house.
Yeah, it does look like that might be real, yeah.
I know, but the count is fake, but the picture looks real.
Yes, and there
Like it's from his Snapchat.
And there are other, articles and people talking about it. That could be a thing. People
Imagine that you get an NIL deal, the first thing you do is buy a house.
Buy a house. God.
Hell yeah.
Take the free lodging at the dorm and save your money. This is why athletes go broke.
Or he flips that house and makes money off of it. That is one word. Don't forget, you can get to a Maloney's today. It's Pesto Chicken Sandwich Day, which is amazing. It comes with fries or chips at $16, plus they have drink specials that they offer during the week. Well, those are all available today at Maloney's, because that was one word brought to you by Maloney's, the Sand Trap, and the Lanny. 3 great local spots with delicious food, cold drinks, TVs galore for all your sports team and coverage there. They also have patio seating for this lovely spring weather we are getting again today. Coming up on the other side, we will get into, a debate that I started on Twitter. I want to know who the comp is in the pros, and one name kept coming up here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, my friends over at Window World are absolutely fantastic. We had a call last week, and they said, hey, are there any kind of events charity-wise that we can get involved in with you guys? I'm like, yeah, we got the See You in the Major Leagues golf tournament coming up on May 21st. Would you like to get involved with that? They're like, yeah. Hours later, they're a sponsor. I love the fact when companies get involved in things we're doing here to help others in Kansas City, and that's what Window World is all about. They jumped right in to sponsoring events here in Kansas City to make this place a better place to live. And Window World makes your home a better place to live. I know from firsthand experience. We have all windows, over 30 of them in our house, all from Window World, and they're outstanding. So if you've got a window that won't open right now, maybe you broke a window, maybe it's just time to get new windows because you're letting all that air conditioning go out and cool the outside, you need to go see my friends at Window World, the official window of the Kansas City Chiefs and the official windows of the Fescoe household. They're fantastic, and you will love them as much as we do. So get that free in-home estimate on the books right now. Call 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or at windowskansascity.com. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Turns out, talk isn't cheap. Just talking about affordability doesn't make things affordable. Straight Talk's had the same price since 2009. Plus, their Gold plan includes a Walmart Plus membership and $20 in Walmart cash when you activate. That's more than just talk.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straightforward, always. Valid through May 17, 2026. $20 in Walmart cash for Straight Talk Gold or Platinum plan customers newly enrolling in Walmart Plus. Limit 1 per enrollment and account. Same price claim applies only to base monthly price of the $45 Straight Talk plan, beginning October 2009.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
96.5 The Fan's draft coverage is brought to you by Gann Asphalt and Concrete, the Leavenworth PD, and the Salvation Army Civic Breakfast. Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
In downtown, 670 westbound at Main Street with an accident. That has built delays all the way back onto 70 westbound. Very slow into downtown from 23rd Street. Off again, on again, crawling. 71 northbound, also quite heavy from 27th in the downtown. 35 northbound, heavy before 670. Stay slow up to I-70. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Back at it here on 96.5 The Fan. Mac Morey, Bob Fescoe, Dusty Likens, all with you. Tomorrow's the big day for the Kansas City Chiefs. Today's the big day for the Kansas City Royals, as they will, we think, should announce their new home for their stadium. It's all over. We made it. We got here. Glad to have you back, Mac. Glad you're safe and sound, not sunburnt.
Yeah, good to be back. Thank you. That was a success. Yeah, no one got bad sunburns.
I'm sure Sansa is also happy.
Yes, very happy.
Yeah. Was that house clean when you got home? I'm kidding. Don't forget draft coverage on 96.5 The Fan is brought to you by Gann Asphalt and Concrete and the Leavenworth PD and the Salvation Army Civic Lunch. We'll get more into draft talk in just a bit, but I was wondering, because you mentioned NBA playoffs, obviously on the TV at my household, getting flipped back and forth. Last night, that Celtics game was a little disappointing for everybody. The Sixers, gotcha.
Yep. Very frustrating.
And then we got to go from that right to Wemby and obviously the unfortunate news that he had a concussion last night early, like in the first quarter or the second quarter, and he was starting to kind of get into his rhythm. I think he had like 5 points, 4 boards, and a block already.
Yeah.
And they were down, pretty early, 15-4, and then all of a sudden they came back, got up 28-27 in the first quarter. But when we were in New York, we were asking, or I was kind of like privately trying to figure out how big of an athlete Aaron Judge was in New York, because Mac, will be honest with you, they had one FIFA ad, and it was a small little billboard that faced west in Brooklyn. That was it. That was the only thing we saw. Nothing in Jersey, nothing in New York, nothing in Manhattan, nowhere to be found. Just not huge.
Boy, I mean, it's the difference between being in New York versus being in Kansas City. Events like this are big here. In New York, they're just another day. I mean, it goes back to the Super Bowl. Like, they didn't even know the Super Bowl was going on in New York.
That's
and I think,
crazy.
I listening yesterday, New York, New Jersey, they're getting 8 World Cup games, guys, right? That's the biggest city, in the world, roughly, in the United States anyway. They're getting 8 World Cup. We're getting 6. I don't think people realize how positioned we are for the World Cup here in Kansas City. We could conceivably have the biggest game, obviously, with Messi, playing here. And
Against Ronaldo.
Right? So we could potentially have the biggest game in Kansas City, and they could have just given us, a game here or there. We have 6 games. We have, 4 base camps here in Kansas City now? I mean, everybody is going to be coming in and out of Kansas City. It's going to be a big deal. It should be a bigger deal in New York, too. It's the World Effing Cup, for God's sakes. But, again, it just goes to show you how a city like this just embraces things more than a city like that.
Does New York get the final?
Yeah.
So that's why. They'll just wait. They can prolong it. But the chance of Messi and Ronaldo playing in Kansas City could be the biggest World Cup game in the last 50 years, because it'll be the last time those two ever play in the World Cup, and they're playing against each other. So that will be like the story of the World Cup, and it happens in your backyard.
Please.
Anyway, so we're in New York talking to people, and I'm like, who's the biggest New York? Because obviously you ask people around here, it's like Mahomes,
Easy.
everywhere, right?
Who's number 2? Is it Kelsey?
Probably.
Yeah.
And then probably Bobby.
Yep.
From baseball's perspective. So asking people at Yankee Stadium, or asking people out at bars, or asking, hotel bartenders as well, the name was Jalen Brunson. Now, maybe it was prisoner of the moment because it was the playoffs getting ready to start at the Garden on Saturday night, and everybody's like ready for the Knicks, and we're in already like game 23 of baseball. And Aaron Judge doesn't really have a lot of postseason credibility, right? That's his biggest narc on his resume. So I was wondering to myself, I'm like, man, I'm watching Colin yesterday, and I'm watching Nick, and all these guys talking about the playoffs, and Stephen A. even, and the Jalen Brunson conversation, because he was everyone's guy in New York. And I'm like, okay, Jalen Brunson's pretty good. Without him, the Knicks probably aren't who they are. Last year, we had the conversation of the Jalen Brunson effect, like they were better without him on the court because they were spreading the ball around more, and it wasn't centered around his game, but he's a really good player. And Colin's take was, he's a guy that's good. He's not great. He's a guy that, you might need to put 2 or 3 guys around. They gave him Cat. Good. Obi, he's good. Like, those guys work. And then the take on First Thing First was, Broussard was like, the Knicks are a good team. I just don't know if they can win a finals. So I'm thinking to myself, who's the NFL equivalent to Jalen Brunson? And most people on Twitter said it's Dak Prescott.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably a big athlete in Dallas.
Yeah, huge.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I don't
Cooper
know.
Flagg's there now.
Yeah.
Like, he's a big one. But, I mean, like, you look at the...
Do Cowboy fans get tired of their quarterbacks not winning?
Yeah.
Though? Like I know, like, in other cities...
cried.
I know, but, like, in other cities, like, I don't know that you have the venom in Dallas towards the quarterbacks that, like, we've had here in years past. And, in New York or Washington or places like that. I feel like Dallas fans just accept their quarterback and kind of love up their quarterback. I could be completely wrong about that. I just never seemingly hear complaining about any Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
Yeah, anecdotally, I know that to be true. 2 good friends I have that are Cowboys fans, they will defend Dak till the day they die, kind of thing,
and it's
right?
not like he's a bad quarterback.
I think he's great.
Can you do better? Yeah, you could obviously do better. But, I mean, they never complained about Romo.
No.
No. And then they never complained about Dak. They're and those are good to above average quarterbacks, so there's not much to complain about. But everybody complains about their quarterback, Dallas doesn't for whatever reason. It's weird.
And those are 2 guys that are good enough to win with.
Yeah.
I mean, similar to Jalen Brunson, you can win with him, but you need other things around him.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
Running back is... We don't know yet.
But is there anybody in sports right now that you truly can just win with them by themselves?
Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes has been that guy.
Other than him. I mean, everybody. And he even needs a little help from his friends,
For sure. No, I would say Mahomes is the biggest win because of Guy.
Yeah.
Shohei.
Like, if there was
we haven't
war,
seen it.
if there was war in football, Mahomes would lead wins above replacement. It wouldn't be close.
Wouldn't even be close.
His war would be insane. Like Trout, right? Anaheim,
Yeah.
do something. I can't. I need more.
And they got that guy. Like, he had Pujols and Ohtani, and they were still irrelevant.
Yeah. So, I mean, because, like, the thing is that I hear about Brunson is that the Knicks are good. Like, the Knicks should get to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're not going to win it because they don't have enough. And I'm like, but Jalen Brunson is like a top 3 point guard in the NBA, top 2.
Mm-hmm.
Halliburton's out right now, so we can't put him in there. But if he was, he might be 1. Brunson's 2. Maybe Brunson's still 2.
Yeah, he's top 15, maybe top 10 player in the league right there.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not enough. Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Whether you believe that or not, he is. He is.
He is. No, yeah, he is. Yeah.
He is. But, like, it's not enough.
It's not. No.
And I was wondering, because, like, you know, you can do parallels in sports, and it's not even an NBA topic. It's just like, who are those guys in the NFL? Like, is Burrow? Do you think Burrow's got enough? You think he could do it? Like, if he had MVS, Sky Moore, because Josh Allen need more?
No, neither of those guys could win with what Mahomes had from an offensive standpoint. I don't think
fair.
so. I do not think so. That's diminishing what Patrick
did.
did.
Because to be fair, Burrow's been great, but he's at Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase in college, and then he Jamar Chase and T. Higgins in the pros. And it's like, I mean, I think Burrow is great, but I don't know, like, is he?
Is he? I don't know.
Is Josh Allen Brunson? Like, is he in that mold? Like,
how about that Josh Allen rolling out to the Sabres game and they're down 4-0 to begin with, like, and end up losing the game?
I don't know how you can hate Josh Allen. He's a dude.
He is. He's the man.
That was just so like money for Josh Allen though to show up to a game.
Chugs a beer, bangs a drum, gets everybody hyped up, and the Sabres lose.
And the Sabres lose.
What we need to find out here is if Bobby Witt's Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. I mean,
Give me more on that.
Like,
Well,
does he need a supporting cast?
Like, how much more do we need for Bobby Witt? Obviously, everyone needs help, but
I mean, in
how much
basketball, you need your 3, right? You need your big 3 in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Football, how many do you need in football to win? 5, maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say 4 or 5
4 or 5 pillar guys, right? In baseball, I mean, you got to take your pitching staff out of the equation, you know, because they're only in there once every 5th day. So it's hard to, you know, do that unless you got a dynamic closer like a Mariano Rivera or somebody of that nature. You probably need, guys, I would say 4 or 5 more guys in that. I mean, it's hard for one baseball player to carry an entire team. It really is.
Who's the third in Boston? Because Brown, Tatum, and
I'd say Derek White, All-NBA. He's an All-NBA defender. He's the best defending guard in the league. Yeah. Needs to
maybe the third one in Boston, though, is the coach.
It's true. Joe Mazzulla, that's a good one. Yep.
I mean, and I don't want to put.
Or it's Brad.
Brad Stevens, one of the best GMs in the game.
But Brad Stevens assembles the team, right? Mm-hmm. This guy had to coach a team this year without their best player, and they still were the 2 seed.
And they're going to win the whole thing.
I mean, so. I don't want to say, yeah, the coach matters in this and give him that credit because the players are the players and they're the stars. But something's got to be said for what that guy did this year, man. It would have been real easy just to take a back seat, skate in a play-in game type thing and say, oh, we had our best player gone. We were kind of a wanky season. They finished 2 in the East.
It's crazy.
And now they're loaded.
And we've given Spoelstra all this credit over the years, and rightfully so, and Andy Reid all this credit over the years, and rightfully so. How many coaches did not have their best player in any sport for the entire year and still led their team to a 2 seed?
Mm-hmm. And they were using this guy's coaching because his
the
predecessor
other guy
couldn't keep his
pulled
snake
the
in his
Vrabel.
trouser.
I mean,
lost his job.
Yeah,
Vrabel is
right. Exactly. The same city. That guy couldn't, you know, but that was an inner office thing. Yeah, inner office. So
okay, doesn't Rossini work for the NFL and the Athletic?
Well, I mean, look, man.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Oh man. Either way. Coming up next, our guy Matt McMullen joins us in studio for the next half hour to talk all things draft. Matt, Bink, 96.5 The Fan. You're on for Kansas City Sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed. Well, that
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, my friends over at QC Kinetics are saying, hey, come call us. Feel better. Stop dealing with knee pain and elbow pain and joint pain and stop worrying about surgery and meds and all that, because you're not going to have to worry about pain and you don't have to have surgery when you see my friends over at QC Kinetics, because at QC Kinetics, they specialize in regenerative treatments that get you back in the game without surgery or those endless recovery months. Be honest with yourself for a second. Does joint pain keep you up at night? Are you at the end of your rope leaning on daily meds just to get through a shift at work? If you're nodding your head, you're exactly who QC Kinetics helps every single day. And the best part is it's all done right in the office with no downtime. You get your treatment and you go about your day. It is that easy. So now it's time to start with a free consultation. Call 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. located off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299. It's QC Kinetics.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? Overhead Door Company of Kansas City will make it all better. They will perform their full 26-task garage door tune-up for just $79. That's just $79 for up to 3 garage doors and openers. You need this done once a year, so why not now? And for just $79. Call Overhead Door Company of Kansas City at 816-221-0072 or schedule online at overheaddoorkc.com.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Null or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Whether you're looking for a Bronco, an Explorer, an F-150, or even a commercial vehicle, Brookside Ford has the selection.
That's right, Kevin. We've got it all. And we've got the lowest prices in Kansas City. No gimmicks, just great deals on every new Ford.
And it's not just inventory, it's how you do business. Brookside Ford makes it very simple.
We do it different on purpose. Non-commissioned sales team, upfront transparent pricing, top dollar trade-in values, and a process that's actually easy.
You've even got the reputation to back it up, Bobby. Kansas City's only top-rated Ford dealer on Google. 4.8 stars, 3,000 reviews. Wow.
And this year, we're proud to be voted Best Car Dealership in KC by Kansas City Magazine.
So if you're ready for a better car buying experience,
come see us at 135th and State Line or check us out at robsight.com.
From Broncos to F-150s to work trucks, Brookside Ford has what you need.
If you want simple and easy, you're not going to find a better spot.
Brookside Ford. Buy right. Drive happy.
This report is brought to you by Bet365. Winning is everything.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Missouri.
Royals coverage is brought to you by the Brooksider Sports Bar and Grill. Game day starts here.
Patio season is back, Kansas City. Soak up the sun with a cold one at the Brooksider. Then stick around for every game on every screen. It's the perfect play all season long. Brooksider Sports Bar and Grill. Game day starts here.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, 635 southbound, heavy from Gibbs down to 35. 435 southbound, heavy from Holiday Drive to Shawnee Mission Parkway with construction. And then K10 westbound before K7 with a problem in the right lane, keeping you slow back to Ridgeview. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Join us at the Fans Draft Party at the Brooksider Sports Bar and Grill on April 23rd for your chance to win $965 in our draft contest. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
That's right. You see that good-looking face on the camera. That's Bob Fescoe. And Matt McMullen, who is with us from the Chiefs here today, talking all things draft. I get to stand up now. Normally I have to sit down and stay camera. Otherwise, if I stand, it's not a good angle, if you get what I'm saying. So here we are, man. We are what, about 20 hours away?
Something like that, finally.
You ready for this?
34 hours and 56 minutes.
How long? Max on it.
How long?
34 hours, 56 minutes, and 52 seconds.
Wow.
And counting.
Who's got the countdown clock? Is that Binkley's?
Yep. You know how the Irish bars have like the countdown to St. Patty's Day? Binkley's got a countdown to draft.
He does at his house, yeah. And his mom's always like, you got to turn that off for bed.
So this is a different year for you, man. You're always, coming out of the Super Bowl, and then you got about 2 weeks to rush everything together and think about players to draft. And this year it didn't go the way it's normally gone. Sometimes that's okay to have a little bit of a down year. You can't win it all every year. You can't be 10 straight years of success. You're going to have some sort of years, but the rebuild or the polish starts now, Matt, with the draft of 2026.
Yeah, and I'm ready to go. It has been a long offseason. I think it's been a really good offseason for the Chiefs, but really I think back to that Chargers game when Mahomes got hurt, just an awful day. And really we've been waiting for this moment since then. And that was a while ago. There were a lot of steps to take care of along the way to get this team ready for the draft, but I think we're in a great spot to really go after the best players available, to reload this team. And I've mentioned it before with you guys, but really the last several weeks I've been thinking about the 2022 draft and how that really transformed things for this team. And you think about going into that draft, the mindset was, hey, we can set ourselves up for another run of success. Well, if you look at the 2022 draft, the run on the back end of that was better than on the front end. So it's a difficult task, as always. It's always a challenge, but I'm fired up about this, and I think we have a great opportunity here to set this team up for another hopeful 10 years of success.
You came out of the gate right away talking about that Mahomes injury. How much has that, do you think, impacted their thinking now about what they want to do in the draft with the offensive line being in play? Like, how much are they going, all right, we got to preserve this guy. We may only have 8 to 10 years left of him. We've got to make sure he's healthy.
Well, I think the Chiefs' offensive line is actually in pretty good shape.
I do too, but there's a lot of smoke around it.
No, I get it. And, that's what this time of year is all about.
Yeah.
I think this year's draft is interesting for the Chiefs because this is the first time I can remember in a long time that we don't have like a consensus direction that they're going to go. I mean, look at last year. I think everyone kind of felt it's going to be offensive tackle, right? Unless something goes haywire. 2 years ago, it's probably going to be wide receiver. And really, you could even zero in on a player or two. Like, that's probably the guy.
Mm-hmm.
This year, you could tell me on Friday, hey, the Chiefs took one of 12 guys at number 9 overall on Thursday night. And I would be like, yeah, that makes some sense. Right. Go a bunch of different directions. Could go edge, could go corner, could go safety if Caleb Downs is there, could go receiver, could go offensive tackle, could do a bunch of different things. And I could be excited about all of those things based on how the board falls. And honestly, I think that's a good thing if you're a Chiefs fan. And I think what the Chiefs have done in free agency has put themselves in a position to truly take the best players out there.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on this. I'd be okay with that. And so it goes to show you there are still some holes, obviously, that need to be filled on this roster. But also, too, it goes to show you there are so many different options out there right now. And I don't know if there's really a bad option other than, drafting a guy with a bad back or a quarterback at number 9. Like, I don't know that there's really a bad option out there.
And we talk about number 9 a lot because it's the Chiefs' first top 10 pick in a long time. Mm-hmm. But I'm really excited about 29 and 40. Think about this. So the player that we're going to get at 40, if we stay there, is basically the equivalent of who we've been getting at the back end of the first round the last several years. It's kind of the same amount of talent at 30, 31, 32 to 40. We get 2 picks before that now. So, and if you look at this year's draft, I think it's a good thing the Chiefs aren't like having to find like a blue chip quarterback or top 5 kind of player because this draft really isn't the draft for that.
Yeah.
This is the draft for pick number 9 through 50 or 9 through like 75. And the Chiefs have 4 picks in the top 75. I think there's a lot of depth at the areas that we're talking about, like receiver, edge, corner at 29 and at 40. So no matter what direction the Chiefs end up going at 9, they're going to have options, I think, at 29 and 40 as well to get some really good players at the positions that we're talking about.
Do you have guys that pique your interest? Because I know Mitch has got the Bible, right? He's got the stacked up.
It came in yesterday or 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
You got it.
Do you have, because you guys go back and forth and you guys are football nuts too, like, is there a name that you like that you see that you're like, this works for either a Spags thing or like an Andy thing? Like, is there a guy out there that's got your attention?
Yeah, well, like I said, I could talk myself into like 12 different guys, but a player that I've liked throughout the entire process has been Caleb Downs. I think when I called in and talked to you guys when I was at the Combine, I mentioned him just because I'm enamored with his versatility. And for me, when I think about a defensive player for Spags, they got to be versatile. They got to do a bunch of different things. And if you look at what Downs did at Alabama and Ohio State. Like, he can cover the slot, he can cover tight ends, he can blitz, he can play the run. Just seems like the kind of player who can be like the captain of a defense. And playing at 2 big-time programs stands out to me. So I don't know if he'll be there at number 9. He could go in the top 5. But there's one player that's really caught my attention throughout this process that I look at and say, man, that guy could look pretty good in red. I think it'd be Caleb Downs.
He's the first guy that jumped out to me, too. And the first guy that I kind of, quote-unquote, fell in love with, if you will, during this draft process. And the reason I did is because they know they made a mistake letting Justin Reed go. That's very evident. Everybody knows, we screwed that one up. We need that strong safety. You went from Tyrann Mathieu to Justin Reed to kind of nothing out there. The defenses were great when you had those safeties back there. That's why, for me, Caleb Downs fits this thing. And again, I talked myself into an offensive tackle earlier. Now I'm talking myself back. But like, sometimes you just have to go with your gut instinct first. That you had that first initial reaction. Sometimes that's the best one. And for me, Caleb Downs has kind of been that guy that I've liked really since the beginning of this, because I know how much that defense missed a legit leader at that safety position last year.
Well, I think if you look at some of the best defenses in football, they have kind of like that jack of all trades safety who can do a little bit of everything. Like, I look at the Texans, they have Jalen Petrie, who's a really good young safety. The Seahawks have Nick Imawari, the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton. Just that kind of player is valuable.
Yeah.
And you're right. We saw it for years with Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, Caleb Downs reminds me a lot of Tyrann Mathieu and what he could do on a defense. So,
and even back
we'll
to
see.
Eric Berry too, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been very fortunate until the end, where the guy battled cancer. Who knows wants to play football? I don't blame the guy at all for that. But you had Eric Berry, then you had Tyrann Mathieu, and then you had Justin Reed. And we were set back there for a while. And I thought we saw a major drop-off this year with not having that guy in the back end kind of directing that traffic for everybody.
Well, and defensively, I think the secondary is undergoing a bit of a makeover, right? With Trent McDuffie no longer here, Brian Cook no longer here, Jalen Watson no longer here. I'm really excited about the guys that we have in the building. I think Christian Fulton at corner showed some things at the end of last season when he was healthy. Noel Williams showed some things throughout the year. And I'm excited to see what Jaden Hicks can do with maybe an expanded role. But you can never have enough of those guys. And when you have an opportunity in the top 40 picks to add like a premium defensive back, which I think the Chiefs will have an opportunity to do that, whether it's Downs or one of these corners, it's something to think about. So, you look back to 2022 and how we kind of reloaded the secondary players that went on to win Super Bowls. Could have a chance to do that again here tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's interesting because we can go anywhere, right? Like I've said from the beginning, I want a rusher and I want a receiver. I want a rusher and a runner, I guess, is if you want to dumb it down. I want D end and I want wide receivers. I think that's the 2 biggest needs that this team needs, right? Pressure on the quarterback, pressure off the quarterback is kind of the lane that I've been in. But the rumors of moving up, switching with maybe Arizona or the Titans that we've heard about, which we don't know anything, right? It's all like a pickle jar. Let's say that they don't do that. And let's say Jeremiah Love falls to 9. Why not?
So,
right?
Yeah, I mean, what a scenario that would be, because I think before we signed Kenneth Walker, that's the thing that kind of made me nervous is Jeremiah Love, I think, is going to be an awesome player, but can you bank on him falling to number 9? Well, if he does fall to you, I think you have a couple of options. One, if he's the best player on your board and you want to stick to that, there's nothing wrong with adding a player like that, and now you might have the best running back room in the NFL. Or there's definitely a team out there that wants him, and your pick became that much more valuable. And for the Chiefs right now, I'm all about trying to get as many premium picks as possible. And if the Chiefs had an opportunity, even though we've talked a lot about how excited we are to have like this top 10 pick, if the Chiefs had an opportunity to move back like 4 or 5 spots and acquire some extra picks, especially if those extra picks are in the top 100, I think that's a great deal. I saw Peter Schrager put out a mock today, which I look at that and I'm like, man, that'd be a pretty awesome scenario to get like 2 picks in that top 20 range. So yeah, if Love fell, of course, yeah, think about it. But also if a team is calling up and really wants him and is going to give you a bunch of picks to go get him, you have to think about that too. And that gets back to my point earlier that the Chiefs have put themselves in a position to do that by going out and signing Kenneth Walker, by signing Amari DiMercado, and not having to take a player like Jeremiah Love in the top 15. But if he's there, of course, you still think about it.
Yeah, of course. Because I mean, I look at it and I'm like, because I heard, obviously it's Marcus Freeman's guy, and I heard him talking to Kay Adams about Jeremiah Love, and I'm like, man, this guy could be Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
and I know what Ken Walker is, right? He's between the tackles. He's that guy. He can get through the first level, and then he can just go. And he's never really been a bell cow. Obviously, DiMercado's on this team, But then I'm thinking to myself, like, can you let a guy that can be a scat back type of talent and a running back? Because then my scenario goes to, well, Walker's here for 3 years, 2 technically for sure. By the time he moves on, you don't pick up the third option. Now you've got said guy Jeremiah Love, who you have under, control for 4 or 5. You don't have to pay him, so you get 4 years plus 2 with Walker. You do all that sort of stuff, and here I am.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I do think if you look at the money and how it works in the first round, you would end up paying Jeremiah Love a lot of money.
Sure.
You'd have a lot of money invested in your running back room. But at the same time, I like to joke around sometimes that Brett Veach likes to overcorrect things in a positive sense.
Sure.
You think back to 2021, kind of completely remade the offensive line.
Yep.
We're going to throw numbers at it. Has done that at various spots over the years. Defensively, after the 2018 season, completely remade the defense in 2019. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to rule out that the running back room left some things to be desired last year, and you just make it like the best running back room in the NFL the next year. Sure, that's certainly possible. But I do think about the potential trade options, and I think it'd be hard to pass up the opportunity to get even more picks and to reload this roster further if someone really wanted it there. Yeah, I'm a human. I'm going to be thinking about that too.
Right. Well, stick around. We'll get to more draft stuff. I lost track of the time, but we'll get you right back in. It's Matt McMulligan of the Chiefs. We'll be right back on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs.
My friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, they can take your lawn and make it look awesome as well. We are done with weeds. We are done with dandelions. We are done with the brown spots. Everything is green. Everything is lush. Everything is beautiful because the folks over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control know exactly what they're doing. They're college-educated professionals who understand the soil, the growing conditions, and everything that it takes to make a great lawn here in Kansas City. And they offer full-service lawn care, irrigation, and pest control. And the pest control thing is what I love most. You put that mosquito dome over your yard, you can sit outside all spring and summer long and not have to worry about those ticks or the fleas, and it's great for your pets as well. Right now, if you mention this ad, you're going to get a free estimate and up to half off your first application. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Steve here with Connolly Plumbing Solutions, your neighborhood plumber. We're in the Midwest, where tornadoes are real and our water table is high. So we practically tap a well every time we dig a basement. As a plumber, I could tell you that water always wins. This month, we have a sump pump special. $200 off a main pump or $400 off a battery backup system. Protect your basement. If you haven't used us yet, we would love to win you over. Visit ConnollyPlumbingSolutions.com to schedule.
Looking for the best deal on TRT? Well, don't pay hundreds of dollars out of pocket for a franchise or settle for one-size-fits-all dose from your doctor just because they take your insurance. At Low T Center, you get powerful TRT, dose for your body and covered by your insurance. Low T Center works with most insurance plans and customize each dose of TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. TRT that works with your body. They're offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to lowtcenter.com and book today.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Growing a brand is hard, but reaching the right customers shouldn't be. Meet Outcomes from Viant. We've built an intelligent platform that handles the complexity of digital advertising for you. Powered by advanced AI, we help your brand show up in the right places at the right time and ensure that every dollar you spend leads to a real business result. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, K10 westbound, heavy from Ridgeview out past Woodland with a problem blocking the right lane. 435 southbound, slow around Johnson Drive with construction. 635 northbound, heavy from K5 to the bridge with road work there. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
All right, flavor of the week time, Matt. We hear a lot of people talk about the draft. I've said from the beginning, I'll say it again, I want defensive edge, I want wide receiver. I don't care if it goes 9-29 or if it's, whatever they go. Ruben Bain seems to be the popular topic around Kansas City. What do you know about Ruben Bain?
So, do you think he's the player we've talked about the most?
It's him or Tyson, I think.
Yeah.
I think those are the two names I hear.
Bain
about.
or Tyson?
Yeah,
I think
most talked about.
Most talked about because the odds just came out about who the number 9 overall pick is going to be, and it is Ruben Bain. Those are the latest odds from BetAG to go number 9. Ruben Bain 13-4 or plus 325 is your odds to be the Chiefs pick at number 9. So yeah, to say we've talked about that guy a lot, everybody has
and
now.
I think he kind of started because for a lot of fans here, football was over when Miami was making their run. And a lot of people go, man, if we had a defensive end, well, here's Miami, here's Bain, here's the guy. And I think it kind of started like in January, and then all of a sudden you go right into the offseason, and here's draft talk, and there's your need.
Yeah, so I was on with Bank and Chris a few weeks ago, and talking about this. If Ruben Bain was a Chief, I think that'd be great. You just watch his tape, you watch the college football playoff. I think he would bring the energy and the juice that people are looking for on the defensive line and with the pass rush. Daniel Jeremiah, who obviously does really good work for NFL.com, his description of him was he's a junkyard dog, which I think we could use that on the defensive front.
Sure.
He led the FBS in pressures with 83. Also never came off the field. He led the FBS in pass rush snaps with over 550. So, yeah, you add that kind of player, I'd be thrilled about it. I think the draft process is almost too long because there's been so much time to pick things apart. There's like the arm length thing.
You talking to Binkley again?
Yeah, right. Is Binkley in like frozen stasis right now until the first pick comes out, and then he'll be melted? And,
he'll be thawed.
Yeah, ready to go.
He'll be
It's
ready
like
to go.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Evacuation.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, draft.
But
hey, Ma, the draft's on.
I think when you flip on the tape and you see the power and the energy, the relentlessness that he plays with, those things make up for maybe shorter arms to me.
Sure.
So, yeah. I think the most important thing with the player, the majority of the time, is their mindset and their attitude on the field. He has that in spades, right? So, yeah, if he's the guy, that's great. But I also think the Chiefs don't have to go that direction if there's someone else on the board that they like. And it's not a situation like maybe in years past where you're really hoping this one guy falls, and if he doesn't, everything blows up. I don't think that's the case. If he's there and they take him, great. If not, there's some other great options, I think, on the board.
What do you think about a trade-up option, moving up to number 3 for like David Bailey or somebody like that?
If they're really enamored with the player and they think that player is a difference maker, absolutely, I get behind that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think the situation the Chiefs are in having as many picks as possible and as many picks in the top like 50 or 100 as possible is a benefit. And the more players that we can get in here, the better. Because again, I look at the 2022 class, that was 10 players drafted that year. And not all of them worked out, but a lot of them did because you threw a lot of darts at the dartboard. So if the Chiefs stay where they are or trade back, I think that'd be great. But if there's a guy that they've identified as a potential all-pro, perennial, Pro Bowler, game-changer kind of guy, yeah, you go up and get that guy because you don't want to wait on it. But,
right. Because there are two schools of thought. Like being at this pick at number 9, you now have the opportunity to move up in the top 10. You've never had that opportunity. Go do it. Or with the lack of talent, if you will, in the draft, and maybe you stockpile picks and just get players later in the draft. Maybe there's not that player worthy of trading up for. But if there's only 11 or 12 really difference makers in that draft, why not set yourself up and put yourself in position to jump up and get one of those difference makers? So those are the two schools of thought, you know?
Yeah, and I think it boils down to what our draft room thinks of the top 5 of this class. And there can be mock drafts out there and different evaluators can put their thoughts out there. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what the individuals in that room think of this class. And if they think that there's a player that is worth trading up for, then absolutely, I'm all about it because I think this crew has earned the benefit of the doubt that they are the best in the business when it comes to evaluating talent, particularly later in the draft. And yeah, how often do you have a chance to move up into the top 5? Not very often. So we'll see. But either way, I think, like we talked about earlier, I'll be excited with whatever they do because whether it's moving up to get a guy because they really love him, I'm in. Staying where they are, we'll get a really good player. Or trading back, like you said, getting some more premium picks. That's also an awesome outcome as well.
I think it's also interesting that the only time that they have picked inside the top 10 involve 0 Mahomes, right? Like last year he gets hurt, the injury happens, the season goes away. Mahomes isn't part of the team in the last run of the season, and they finished 6-11, right? The year they picked 10 overall, Mahomes is the guy they chose. So they're not supposed to be here. So if you're not supposed to be here, make a splash, right? Like I'm all for moving up and going and getting like that Bailey guy because then it's like, well, when you're picking in the 21st position, like that's hard to sell somebody to be like, hey, pick 5. You want to switch with us and we'll give you 21 and 56. Or now that you're at the 9th pick where you're in kind of a scramble of players in this draft from, is it going to be Tyson? Is it going to be Bailey? Is it going to be Bain? Is it going to be Love? Is it going to be Downs? Like those are the names where you get up there in the top 5. You've now moved up 4 spots. And now with a quarterback where you should consistently pick between 25 and 30, whatever, 32 or 30. Yeah. In that little range. Now the one year that you didn't because of unfortunate circumstances, you get to go get that guy. Like you get to go get your Micah Parsons. You get to go get your expensive player that you have to pay for in free agency. Now that you have this opportunity, that's where I'm at. Like take advantage of that if you can.
Yeah, again, it boils down to, do they think Micah Parsons or Myles Garrett or whoever it may be is in the top 5? Do they think it's worth it? And based on what they do, they'll tell us what they think, right? So it's difficult because you can look at this class and say, hey, this guy, I love his traits or I love this guy's film. But whatever they think, and if they think that guy exists in the top 5, they'll tell you based on whatever they do.
I wonder if you guys consider this an Easter egg that was just put out by the Chiefs organization. And it's a tweet, and it's the picture of Ella Veach says, Pat, no matter what, in the frame. And the Chiefs tweeted that out 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
And said the whole Veach family was on board with this one and a picture of an alarm clock. And so I'm looking at that as we're having this conversation, and I've got my tinfoil hat on, and all I can think of is they went out and got that difference maker and traded up to get Patrick Mahomes. Are they telling us they're going to do the same thing in this draft? Is this kind of that Easter egg of we're trading up and we're getting that Patrick Mahomes of defense, to Dusty's point, whether it's Bailey at number 3 or whomever?
All right, Bob, I don't mean to rain on your conspiracy theory, but I do share an office with our social media people. And I don't know if there's any Easter eggs that are intentionally being put out. It's the same thing with whenever. So I do all.
Well, that was quick.
I mean, listen,
sucks.
Listen, we could do it, but I don't think there's any messaging taking
I think
place.
it just means time's up, draft's here.
Maybe so. That could be it too. But that's the last time we traded up and got a superstar.
Yeah, that post has probably been scheduled for a while. It's the same thing with all
Damn you! Why are you pulling the curtain back on this.
All the draft videos that
Just
I do.
because you're moving to Kansas doesn't mean you need to act like the Wizard of Oz. Pull the damn curtain back on me.
I'll do draft videos and do like write-ups on players, and I look at comments sometimes, and it's like, ooh, what's the smoke screen here? What are they trying to say? It's like, this is just who I felt like talking about today. I promise you, there's nothing beyond this. There's no like agenda.
But everybody reads into everything,
I know,
man. They do. And so that's why I'm sitting there going, wow. They're talking about maybe trading up again. Here we go. Who's Elavich got in this draft, right?
Yeah, I look forward to telling our social people that, listen, you might have created some conspiracies. I think they'd be into it.
He gets back to One Arrowhead Drive. The post has been deleted.
Well, it's the same thing, too, with, like, obviously, there's a lot of Taylor Swift fans that are Chiefs fans now, right? And they're really good at looking into stuff like that. And there's been times when our social team will post things. And
I mean, you did the whole intro video last year to Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas, for God's sakes. You are putting Easter eggs out there.
These are things you look back on and you go, oh, that does make some sense. I didn't think about that, you know?
But I mean, opening day, the team's running out to Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas. I'm like, oh, well, we know where they're going.
You know, I'm not sure what to say, Bob. These things just work out the way that they do. But yeah, I don't think there's any hidden agenda with that post. But you never know what might happen. And also, maybe they just haven't told me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, of course not. Yeah. Let's tell the guy with the biggest mouth in the organization who has the most followers and is on social media and doing videos. Let's tell him who we're going to. So who are they taking?
Oh, let me check my notes. Yeah. No, I actually like being like blissfully unaware because that way I can just talk about all these different players and whoever we end up taking. I'm like, okay, I know something about that guy. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to know. There'd be too much pressure associated with
keeping that secret.
Yeah.
And you don't know if they're going to get him, though. I mean,
exactly.
All intentions could say we're taking Ruben Bain at 9, and then he goes at 7.
Yeah, and again, it gets back to what I was saying earlier that you want to set yourselves up to take the best player available. And again, let's say the Chiefs hadn't gone out there and signed Kenneth Walker, and we're just hoping Jeremiah Love would fall to 9. Tomorrow would be stressful. Like you're just waiting, hoping. And if then he goes, what do we do? How are we going to fix that position? The Chiefs have done a good job of that this offseason particularly, but over the years of you want to put yourself in a position where if they had to go play tomorrow, they could. And they're going to be a lot better than they are right now, but they could play tomorrow if they had to. And they've done that. Now it's about going out there and supplementing the roster with some really good players at various positions in this year's class.
How's the rest of your week hold up? You got one day left or a half a day left basically until the draft, and then what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're just locked all in.
Yeah, it's a long weekend, but it's a fun one. So Mitch and I will be down at Power and Light tomorrow night. So for those that don't know, the draft party, which is normally at the stadium on day 3, is now on night 1 downtown at Power and Light. So there'll be a whole stage show there for season ticket members. But Mitch and I will also have a YouTube live show that will happen when our pick takes place, which is fun because Mitch and I don't know who we're taking, and we're going to react to it live with everybody else. So that'll be on the Chiefs YouTube page tomorrow night. And then after that, and throughout the weekend, we'll have podcasts, articles, videos, everything talking about the draft and breaking it all down. I am very excited to talk about players that are actually on our team now. Bob and I were talking about this a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I like this time of year. I like the speculation season, but I'm thrilled to talk about the guys that we take and that are actually real and on this team.
No, we can start to see how they're going to translate and make us better. You know, that's the cool part.
Exactly. And we'll be doing that all weekend. So YouTube, when we make our pick, we'll be live, and then keep an eye out on Chiefs social media for all our other stuff.
Well, you'll blink your eyes, you'll be in St. Joe. So enjoy.
And then you blink your eyes, and it's Christmas. That's how it goes every single year.
Every year,
man. Every year. Well, we appreciate the time, dude. We really do. Happy to have you in here and talking all things draft.
Anytime, guys. Looking forward to getting back on with you guys soon and talking about who we take.
That's right. It'll be a lot of fun. We got our new guys, Ruben Bain, right?
Yep. We'll talk to him next week. That is Matt McBullen of the Kansas City Chiefs. No doubt.
Thanks, guys.
You bet. Absolutely. So Bob and I were talking yesterday about said Kansas City Chiefs because we know there's going to be a new stadium in the state of Kansas coming very shortly before you. Speaking of don't blink.
Right. Yeah.
And we asked a question. I'm interested to get Mac's perspective on this because Mac's his answer is great in the doc. But we had said what happens first, the Chiefs go to another Super Bowl or the Super Bowl comes to Kansas because the announcement yesterday that Dan Patrick let us all know the Super Bowl is going to be in Tennessee in 2031, right? 2030. 2030. I can play the audio, either way.
Yeah.
They just got a new stadium and they're going to have a Super Bowl. Right? We don't think they're going to get a Super Bowl in Buffalo because it's open. It's horrible that time of year, cold-wise. And so we asked the question that we think the Chiefs will probably get to have a Super Bowl in their new stadium by 2032, 33 is where I'm at. So
Let's
that's
go 2032, 3. That's where I kind
so
of
we'll
think,
say
right?
7 years. Is that fair?
Again, when does the stadium open? 31 is the first year?
31's when they open.
Okay, so yeah, you give it a year to work out all of the things that they need to work out. So we're looking at, probably 32, 33 for a Super Bowl.
Because I'll go with what happened with the Titans. 3 years after.
Okay.
3 years after? How many years after was like Allegiant? And how many years after? Because if that's a pattern, then that's a good way to look at it. So when Allegiant opened, when did they have their first Super Bowl? When did SoFi open? When did they have their first Super Bowl? In New Orleans, we don't have to look at because, well, those stadiums have been around forever and a day. So if it's 3 years, 20, 33, 34, roughly in that time frame, 8 years, let's say, from now, which will happen first? The Chiefs go to another Super Bowl or the Super Bowl comes to Kansas?
It better be the first part.
It better be.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
right? It
Yes.
better be.
If it's the latter, then this draft did not go well, and this retool did not happen, and we are not talking about Brett Veach or Andy Reid and a legacy that was long-lived for the last 10 years. It ended abruptly if that's what happened, because there should be at least one more, if not two more Super Bowl appearances in Patrick Mahomes' tenure. That should be the case.
How cool would that Super Bowl be if it was us hosting and playing in that? Like, you want to talk about the people who would lose their mind over the scriptwriters in the NFL.
Like Brady got to do it during COVID in Tampa Stadium and win his last Super Bowl at the age of 45?
Yeah, exactly.
Weird.
Yeah, Mahomes going to win his last Super Bowl at Arrowhead West now, or GEHA Stadium, whatever we're going to call it. And that's kind of the theory in my mind is like the first Super Bowl in Kansas City is going to feature the Kansas City Chiefs. How cool would that be? Let me ask you another question. Who has a better shot at being in charge of their teams when the new stadium open? Quatrero or Reed?
Well, I'll go just age. It'd be Q. I mean, Reed's 67. Like he's not gonna be on this team in 5 years. He's not gonna be here.
Do you think Andy coaches the last game at Arrowhead, which would be the 2030 season? So that's the 26 season, the 27 season, the 28 season, the 29 season, and the 2030 season.
No,
there's still 5 seasons left at Arrowhead.
Yeah, I'd be shocked, honestly. That's a long time.
That is a long time, brother.
67, yeah, he'd be ending at 72, 73 years old. That's just a long.
But guys age differently now. I mean, you look at people in the 80s, 60s, and so I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'll say Andy because he's shown more of the ability to adjust and create a new version of himself, which we have to see that again this season.
Yeah, exactly.
4 years, I believe. Allegiant had it in 2024 was the first time they hosted the Super Bowl. They finished construction July of 2020, so 3.5 years.
Yeah,
or
so okay. Yeah.
And then our buddy Aussie says that the Minnesota Vikings got the Super Bowl the first year.
Did they really get the first year? Okay, so there's no.
That stadium's badass. I want to go there.
That stadium is awesome. Yeah, it is phenomenal.
Yeah, I would join in.
They tried to get that going at the Morgan Wallen concert, and nobody did it.
Oh, that's so lame.
Yeah, like one guy, come on! And he's like, it's not a game.
That's not the vibe,
Last
man.
night we let the liquor talk.
Yeah. And they're doing
Yeah, that's
Skull.
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 Yeah, they were doing Skull, just not the chant.
Yeah, like one guy was doing it. But no, that is a cool chant. And if they got the Super Bowl, so maybe there is no.
So maybe, yeah.
And you know, it's also the Hunt family, so I would imagine it's awarded very fast, you know, because of how revered the Hunt family is, you know, in the NFL circles. And I mean, they invented the damn game for God's sake, so we might as well give it to them as soon as we possibly can. So if it's sped up and it's 2031 Super Bowl,
much larger chance of all those guys that we like on this team being a part of it.
But what about making one versus having it here in Kansas City? If 2031 ends up being the Super Bowl here,
I'll say this: if you don't make a Super Bowl in the next, 3 seasons max, but preferably 2 seasons, I would say that's not good. And this retool and rebuild did not come to fruition the way we thought it did.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about impact players. You should have at least 3 impact starters from this draft, in my opinion, with the amount of picks that you have in the capital, 4 in the top 75.
Mm-hmm.
You have another draft, you get another 2 or 3. That's 6 guys that you've now added to your roster that are hopefully impactful starters. That should equal with Patrick Mahomes, with good draft and trade acquisitions from Brett Veach. That should equal you right up there in the mix of things, man.
Close the book. Close the book. It's official. The Royals have officially announced their next stadium will be at Crown Center. So, it's done.
They did it before the announcement?
Yeah.
What'd they say? Who was it?
Well, this just comes from Pete Gradiff. I've also got some emails as well from everything. Royals officially announced their next stadium will be at Crown Center.
Oh, yeah. John Sherman wrote an open letter. Yeah, we
did.
can read that coming up.
We can read it? There's not radio rules? I just never know.
Oh, yeah, we can read it.
Okay. We'll get to that on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan. It's a great day to be at Kansas City.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday mornings starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and fellas, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to be told the truth because you're hiding behind your emotions or your insecurities. It's fine. But you know what? The truth is, ED can ruin the moment, and nobody wants that. Not you, not your significant other, because it's not always about you. But when you're getting intimate with your partner and you aren't able to perform the way that you used to or the way that you're able to, there can really be frustrating times. But at Heartland Men's Health, they're here to settle those frustrating times. There are a wide range of advanced treatment options for every stage of ED that can help you get back to performing again. Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performances with therapies that go far beyond pills. Heartland Men's Health is successfully treating men in the Kansas City area. So, call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. They have an expert staff, and if you are like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Kansas; Independence, Missouri, between Blue Springs and Lee Summit; and in North Kansas City. So call them today at 844-447-6600 or visit them at heartlandmenshealth.com.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Growing a brand is hard, but reaching the right customers shouldn't be. Meet Outcomes from Viant. We've built an intelligent platform that handles the complexity of digital advertising for you. Powered by advanced AI, we help your brand show up in the right places at the right time and ensure that every dollar you spend leads to a real business result. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and you know baseball's back. BetMGM, the official partner of Major League Baseball, is bringing the high heat all season long. All season long, you can log into the BetMGM app and receive top-tier promos that put you in the batter's box and up the excitement for America's pastime. Step up to the plate all season with Swing for the Fences, the free-to-play game where every swing could score you rewards. We're talking parlay boost tokens, odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boosts, and even bonus spins all season long. And the action doesn't stop there. Get more out of every at-bat and every inning with MLB same-game parlay boosts. Stack your picks and boost your potential payout. Plus, lock in bigger value with MLB odds boost tokens and MLB parlay boost tokens all season long. More boosts, more swings, more chances to win. Download the BetMGM app and step up to the plate today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLERS. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. Existing customer offers subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly.
Growing a brand is hard, but reaching the right customers shouldn't be. Meet Outcomes from Viant. We've built an intelligent platform that handles the complexity of digital advertising for you. Powered by advanced at every dollar you spend leads to a real business result. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game.
Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug!
Oh yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team?
With a roof from JR.
It happens every day. An unsuspecting homeowner looks up and sees spots on the ceiling after it rains. They didn't know their roof had hail and wind damage from a storm maybe a year or two ago when they weren't home. Now they've got roof damage and a whole lot more. Don't let that happen to you, especially since JR and Company has a free and hassle-free way to find out what's up there. Just visit jrstormcheck.com. Plug in your address and we'll pull a multi-year storm report. If there's nothing there, you have free peace of mind. And if there is, we'll work with your insurance company to get it taken care of before your claim window closes and before you see spots. Your free online storm check from JR and Company only takes a minute at jrstormcheck.com.
Always better with a roof from JR.
Visit jrstormcheck.com.
Royals coverage is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City.
Brought to you by Blue KC is the Coaches with Character program. Do you know a rock star high school coach in your district? Nominate them for the Blue KC Coaches with Character program at bluekc.com/nominate coaches with character. Let's make our coaches feel special and make our community a better place to live, work, and play.
96.5 The Fan's draft coverage is brought to you by Gann Asphalt and Concrete, the Leavenworth PD, and the Salvation Army's Civic Breakfast. Here's your traffic report on 96.5. The
70 eastbound entrance ramp closed. They push you off onto the street level. You go through the Broadway intersection. That should be avoided. What a mess. Heading 35 in Lenexa. Southbound a little slow past 87th down to 95th with the right lane blocked. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
12 and 15 minutes. But we got a letter from John Sherman. This comes from the chairman and CEO, Mr. Sherman. Today, I am thrilled to share a major step with you in the general process of finding the Royals' next home, one that honors our past and looks confidently towards the future. I am motivated every day to fulfill Ewing Kauffman's vision, which was the last Royals, which was that the Royals would never leave Kansas, that would be in Kansas City forever. For 50 plus years, Kauffman Stadium has been more than a ballpark. It's been a place where memories were made, where unforgettable moments unfolded, friendship began, and traditions were born. We've shared 2 World Series championships and countless historic moments together. These moments live on because of fans like you who stood with us season after season. As we look ahead, the Royals' new home will be built on the foundation. We will continue our commitment to delivering an exceptional fan experience, enhancing what it means to be Royals fans in Kansas City, and allowing us to continue building memories together. We have teamed up with the Hallmark Cards and transformative project that will include a new ballpark at Crown Center, mixed-use development in the surrounding 85 acres, and reimaged headquarters for the Royals and Hallmark. Thank you for being part of this journey, past, present, and future. We look forward to sharing more details as plans progress and welcoming you to a new home where the next generation of memories will be made. See you at the ballpark soon. Signed, John Sherman.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we talked about, Mac. You have the audio of back in February 2nd, after everything kind of dissipated in Kansas. This is what we were told. I've heard for the last couple of months that John Sherman has been meeting with Don Hall Jr. in private meetings, trying to figure out some things and getting a stadium done in that Crown Center, Washington Square Park district. And so those have been meetings that I've heard about for months. And we kind of talked about it the last couple of weeks, that he's been meeting with, Don Hall and having these kind of meetings. And what I think would be really, really cool if they could get to this point is just take over Crown Center from Hallmark Cards. I mean, when was the last time you've been to Crown Center? Everybody's been down there. It needs an upgrade. I didn't say that was my idea for a reason, because it was my idea. I was told that's what they were going to do back in January after the thing dissipated in Kansas, and now we have it. The stadium is going to replace the Hallmark Cards headquarters, and then obviously the Crown Center area will be where you have everything that goes along with the needs of a baseball team, the stores, the hotel, all that kind of stuff, the office buildings, and have the ability to attract fans and be a 365-day-a-year venue, because we're actually getting the best of both worlds, guys. We're getting a new ballpark, and we're rebuilding Crown Center. which Crown Center needed to be rebuilt. Hallmark hasn't put any money into that in years. And so now we're getting somebody and an organization like the Royals to take over and spruce up what has long been needed sprucing up over there at Crown Center. That place has become just an average 80s mall. If you go to Google and you say, show me vacated malls, and you see all these like old malls that are now vacated and they're creepy places, but they're still the buildings. That was basically what Crown Center's been. There's been like a stationery store in there and, a place where you can buy a Hallmark card, but it hasn't been anything for anybody. The ice skating rink, kaleidoscope, some fun stuff like that. But nobody's going to argue that Crown Center has needed an upgrade for decades. And now we get the opportunity to build a new stadium and upgrade what's been an eyesore for Kansas City for basically the last 20 years because nobody was putting any money into Crown Center. Now we get to rejuvenate that place and build a new ballpark. Let's go, man. Let's do this.
I'm excited. I love it. I can't wait. I know for a fact, no matter what they build, no matter what's down there, I'm going to be ecstatic. Like, you think Binkley was like horny for the draft? I'm going to watch every brick, every layer be built in this area because this is something that I never experienced in the late 60s, early 70s. My stepdad got to do this, and I've always been jealous and envious of it. And I used to love this because when we were kids, we'd go to his parents' house in Lee Summit, and they had the old slides, right? Well, their original house was right next to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes building. They watched Kauffman and Arrowhead be built from the ground up.
Oh, you're talking about photo slides.
Yes.
I was thinking about like the old metal slides that you guys were going down because it was so long ago.
No, that's at the Rieger. But they literally, and I remember being like a 7-year-old kid, and we went over there, and my grandfather, Charles, was like going through it, and he's like, so here was like the start of it. Here's like midway through it, and then it was like the end of it was like the end of it. And I just like blew me away that I'm like, so from your front porch or back porch, whatever it could be, you watched the stadium be built that was going to house a generation after the other to this place that is now gone or will be gone. And now I'll get to go down there. And when I'm, 65 like he was, I mean, it'll be check these photos out and slide it on my phone, right? Like going through and through and through and through. But to me, that's part of the development that is cool. And I hope they incorporate a lot of old stuff from Kauffman, which they will, it sounds like from Mr. Sherman's letter, into new Kauffman, right? You could just put 5 and 10 up there on the retired numbers.
Yeah, you don't need 20, and you don't need his statue.
You could put that like in the basement.
Yeah.
But
what's that over there?
Stinky.
That's the old statue of Frank.
Yeah. We don't know. It's too heavy to move. But I think that's like part of the cool thing. And I know that maybe the timing isn't right now because your team is not playing to the level of expectations you are. But hey, they're 8-16, 8-1-6 on a new day that they get a stadium in the 8-1-6. But again,
yeah, for people who are saying because they're playing poorly, right, that one doesn't matter to the next. It has the Chiefs built a stadium at 6-11 for God's sakes.
Yeah, so you get,
it has no bearing at all that they're playing poor. No, one has nothing to do with the other.
And I think that's one thing that like you just kind of have to do in life is there's going to be people that are going to say things that what they're saying is just hate. And like you're just like, all right, dude, go have your fun. Like I don't give a rip. But when your 9-year-old son Max is going to be 20 and he's going to this stadium and you're going with him and you're having memories, maybe you can go back and be like, oh yeah, on that day on April 22nd. Yeah, no, you're not going to remember that. So just enjoy what today is. The book is closed. You have a Chiefs Stadium in Kansas, whether you like that or not, it's done, it's official. You have a stadium that has just been announced is going to be in the Crown Center District area, and that's where the Royals are going to have
And if you don't like that tough, it's there.
And the other thing that I will tell you, if you do love Kauffman Stadium, then by God, get your ass out there because it is going to be gone.
Yeah,
so get out there
Go.
as much as you can.
Yep.
Hell, I mean, I'm going to go today. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to know it. But I'm also in the back of my mind going to sit back and go, this is the end. And it's going to be emotional. It will be. I've had a lot of memories there. I've watched playoff games there. I've gone with my dad, my mom, my grandparents, everything. But today when I go and I sit there, I'll be like, you know what? This is the end. And it is. It's like the 4th of July. It's the end of summer.
End of summer. Yeah.
Even though there's still the rest of July and August,
And 4 more years. It's going to go by in a blink, guys. It's going to go by in a blink.
But it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I love today.
Yeah, today's great. But people are going to bitch. They don't like downtown. People are going to bitch. They don't like Kansas. Shut the F up is what I'm going to say. And stop bothering me with your complaints. I mean, seriously, I don't care that you don't like it. I really don't, because I do. And it's great for the city. Both of these projects are the best of both worlds. We literally got the best of both worlds. We got a football stadium out in the middle of where a football stadium needs to be, and it's going to be brand new, and it's going to have a dome, and it's going to bring Super Bowls and Final Fours. And now we're going to get downtown baseball, which has been talked about since 2002 to me by people in the Royals organization. That's 24 years now, and we're finally going to get downtown baseball. We're literally getting the best of both worlds. We could not have scripted this thing any effing better. And to the people that are going to complain about it, get bent. Get bent. Hard.
And we can just keep it called Crown Center as well. Don't have to change the name. It's Crown Center over there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm so stoked. I will say this one letter, the one detail. New ballpark at Crown Center, mixed-use development in the surrounding 85 acres.
Yeah.
Woo! That's a lot. Is that going to be
your ballpark?
Well,
district?
if you've got if you look at a map, which I was doing yesterday, and you look at where I wish I could do this on the screen for people, but you can't. Go look at a map of Crown Center. And look at where the Hallmark headquarters is. Okay, if you're looking at it, it's basically in the southeast corner of where Crown Center is. So up on the hill there is where it's going to be. And it's going to open, and it's going to look down towards all of Crown Center, where you got your Kaleidoscope, your Sea Life, your Hallmark Visitor Center, you got your Westin over here, you got your Sheridan over there. And it's going to open and have all of that in the view with the Western Auto sign in the background. And home plate's going to be up where the Hallmark headquarters building is. And so for all those who are working at Hallmark, yeah, you're getting a new building. Probably in that complex, as they talked about in the letter, the Royals and Hallmark cards will, as I said in February, have been talking for months. But this is something they probably already have. Don't worry if you're at Hallmark, where am I going to go for work? Most of you will be retired by the time the new place opens anyway. But it sounds like it said Hallmark and Royals as a combination, for this project. And the Royals can take over Crown Center and do something that Hallmark never would and invest money back into it and make it even better. So, I mean, this is a win for everybody, really. It truly is. And it came together so nicely to have the downtown stadium done now. You get your downtown stadium, you get your football out in the suburbs. I mean, sign me up. Sign me up. We've got it good now, guys. We got it real good in Kansas City now.
Coming up next, Royals manager Matt Trier will join the show here at 96.5 The Fan. You're home for the Kansas City Royals.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, if you want to be walking around feeling good, playing pickleball and doing all that fun stuff without your knees, your elbow, or your back bothering you, then you need to call my friends over at QC Kinetics, because what they're going to do for you is awesome. They're going to make you feel better. And we're not going to do it with surgery. We're not going to do it with downtime. We're not going to do it with meds. We're going to do it with what QC Kinetics does. They specialize in regenerative treatments that get you back in the game without, like I said, surgery or those endless recovery months. Be honest with yourself for a second. Does pain keep you up at night? Are you at the end of your rope leaning on daily meds just to get through a shift at work? If you're nodding your head to all of that, then you're exactly who QC Kinetics helps every single day. And the best part is it's all done right in the office. There's no downtime. You get your treatment and you go about your day. There's nothing better than feeling great and reclaiming your mobility. So start with that free consultation. 816-412-6299. 816-412-6299. Located off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299. It's QC Kinetics.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most.
That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
At Busey, banking is about more than numbers. It's about relationships. For over 150 years, we've been helping individuals, families, and businesses reach their goals with personalized service and local decision-making. Whether you're opening your first account or planning your next big move, we're here with the tools and support to help you move forward with confidence. Busey Bank, your partner for life's moments, both big and small. Member FDIC.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-323-8922. 800-323-8922. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-323-8922.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER. Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Downtown 35 northbound, very heavy from 670 up to I-70 with construction. East side 70 westbound, slow from Manchester traffic way to 31st Street. Kansas side 70 eastbound, construction slowing you around 57th Street. Stay sluggish to 635. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
The Fan's Draft Party is Thursday, April 23rd, live from the Brooksider Sports Bar and Grill starting at 6 o'clock. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Hey man, good morning, how do you do? Hey man, just want to talk about the boys in blue. Hey man, now that you've been here a year, what's your favorite KCQ? Hey man, what's new in the clubhouse, the bullpen and the lineup too? Hey man, how was the road trip? Bob and Dusty wanna know. Hey man, what do you think of Slugger and FM radio? Hey man, is it true you're a deadhead too? Hey man, kid baseball, wanna talk music with you? Hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man, hey man, Quattrero.
So I had a wild idea, Matt. Why not ask you? What do you think of Slugger? I hear that song 100 times. I'm like, we never have asked you. What do you think of Slugger and FM radio as a follow-up?
You know what? Slugger's been awesome. So my wife has, gotten to know him a little bit. He comes out to the kids' school for different events and stuff, and I know he does that at a lot of different places, but it's been awesome. The kids love him. He's great with families, and I think it's been a good, great, one of the best mascots I've ever seen.
Fantastic.
And FM radio, you got to love FM radio. You got to love radio in particular, right? I mean, I was just telling my boys that's how I grew up learning baseball, was listening to games on the radio.
Yeah, there's nothing better than a ball game on the radio. It's nostalgia, I think, more than anything, isn't it?
Well, I mean, any sporting event on the radio, especially like when you're driving, you're covering distances. It's just, I don't know. That's how driving from New York to Florida and for spring trainings and back and forth when I was a minor league coordinator, just listening to games, it passes the time, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. All right. Well, also awesome is the new stadium gets announced today at Crown Center. I guess you're probably more excited now this is over and nobody asks you about it anymore, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is it over? I don't know. I don't know anything. I mean, I'm excited to, you go to for me, it's exciting because that area is awesome. Like, I love that area. The kids love Crown Center. The Union Station's great. I mean, to me, that's a perfect spot. I really enjoy being down there.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be great for the city. It's going to be fun. I mean, you've been to a lot of ballparks all over the country, man. That downtown baseball vibe is just cool, isn't it?
It is, and especially with what I've seen, how walkable this is going to be, and how many different things are in that area for people to enjoy. I mean, what wouldn't you love about that?
No, I totally agree with that. Speaking of Slugger, I know we were talking about that earlier, but speaking of Slugger, I've noticed Cags has really kind of come along this year. Obviously, at that insane missile the other night on Monday night over the batter's eye. What have you noticed from Cags, and are you starting to kind of trust him more as this season is going on? Not saying you never didn't trust him. Maybe that's a bad word. But, is he getting a longer leash when it comes to becoming more developed as a pro hitter?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing just about every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do with guys that you believe in. You put them in the lineup, and you give them at bats, and there's going to be ups and downs like with anybody. And
sure.
I mean, you use the word slugger. I mean, that's what we envision Jack to be. It's going to be, loud contact, homers, run production. There'll be strikeouts that come with it. But that's okay. I mean, he's one of those guys that, look, he's got 200 major league plate appearances, something around there. And there's a lot of growing that still happens with players in the big leagues from now until the time you get 2, 3, 4 years in. You continue to evolve, not only as a player, but as a person and an understanding of what goes on in the big leagues every day. Jack's at the very, very beginning of his career. And I think, with the expectations that were put on him early, he's going to continue to develop and grow into that.
Yeah, it's fun to kind of watch him, kind of get into a groove. I feel like this year with him, I'm watching him, and I don't feel like I'm paying it as much attention in a good way. Like I'm not on every at bat, and he's just kind of finally coming into his own. It takes time at the big league level for anybody to get adjusted, right?
Yeah, I mean, think about this. There's 29 other teams. I don't know how many of them he's played against, but every team that you play for the first time, now they have more eyes on you. They have your scouting report. They have people that are really good at game planning against you. Like all of those things are still new to him. So understanding his strengths, sticking with his strengths, not varying too much from plans, understanding what he's looking for in different situations. All of that stuff is still new to him. And that's something that doesn't just come overnight, right? You have to understand that the guy on the other side of the field is the best in the world at what he's doing too. And you're trying to evolve and understand how to keep it what you do best and not necessarily chase the other guy.
What's maybe the daily message with Vinnie? I know he got the big sack fly last night, but kind of not the production maybe he wants this early on in that 3-hole.
we believe in Vinnie. That's the message, you know. I mean, and we understand that he's our guy, our main guy in the middle of the order. Sorry, one of the main guys in the middle of the order, hitting third. He's going to produce a lot of runs for us, and we believe in him. We understand that it's been a tough start, but it's not the time to pile on or try to, you know, do something different. We really believe in him, and he knows that. And he believes in the fact that he's going to be a good hitter and help us win.
And you also have to have belief in Ursig. I know it's not been the way he's wanted to do things lately. And what's the message, or maybe is it just one of those things where like the belief is there as well with him, that you believe he's going to continue to be the guy that he can be?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you think about whether it's baseball or any part of life, right? If you go through tough times,
sure.
You know, if these were your kids on the team or this is your family member, what do you encourage them to do? You encourage them to keep going, to, you know, if there's adjustments they have to make, obviously you're honest and you work on the things. You know, obviously Lucas has walked more guys than he's accustomed to, and then we try to figure out why that is, and we make an adjustment. But that doesn't mean you run from him or you hide, you know, and say, hey, you can't do this anymore. We know he can do it. I mean, you look at the elite stuff, you look at his ability to get righties and lefties out. You know, we've seen him at his absolute best when we acquired him, and even last year when he was locked down in the 8th inning when Esty was closing games. Mm-hmm. We need Lucas, and he knows that. And I said it yesterday, the night after the 2 nights ago when we didn't get the win. I told him if I could sign up for that 1-run lead 1,000,000 times over, you know, starting tomorrow, I'd do it every time. And you know, it was a
Hello?
I guess we lost Matt. Okay.
All right.
Well, we're close to time to break, so if we want to get back in contact with him, just tell him that like he dropped, and then we can just talk to him next week. But man,
yeah, we got a couple more things I needed to ask. What did he do? Go into the locker room? Go down in the tunnel or something like that? I mean, I got a question. It has to be asked today, so we need to get him back on the phone. I mean, that was wild.
Maybe he's on 435.
Could be.
Isn't there a spot on 435 that drops?
There's 69 and I-35
That's
that
what it
was
is.
dropping during all of that construction. But since the construction has ended, it's been okay lately. So, I mean, going out to the stadium, there he is. He's back. He tried to hang up on us. I don't know what happened. Or where are you? Are you
Sorry
at 435 and driving around and just hit a dead spot, right? So
no, I'm in the stadium.
Oh, you're already down there. All right. Yeah, that's right. Day game today. So you've got you were talking about Ursig and keeping the faith with him and whatnot. How are you in Salvi right now?
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, that was a totally blown out of proportion, I guess. I mean, Salvi knew he had that day off, and my hope of saying, you know, mental and physical breather was that he was not going to have to prepare like a game plan to start the next day. He wasn't going to have to be ready to play at the beginning of the game. It was a day game after a night game. That was totally innocuous comment that just didn't land the way I was expecting it to land. I mean, every time somebody gets a day off, it's a little bit of a physical and mental breather.
Sure.
So Salvi's awesome. He and I communicate more than anybody else on the team. We talk multiple times a day, and we are in a totally good spot.
Is it hard to give Salvador a day off? I know we've had kind of conversations like he wants to play every day. Yeah. But like, it's kind of funny, but like, is it tough to like be like, you know, hey, you're not playing? Like, I know he's addicted to playing the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that's what we love about him, right? It's his passion to play. I mean, that's what has endeared him to the city and the fans. And yeah, absolutely. I don't want to take him out of the lineup. I mean, he's the captain of the team. He's the engine. He's the energy. His personality, you know, is infectious in the clubhouse and on the field. I mean, I don't want to take him out of there. He's the face of the Royals and has been for a long time. And it's, you know, that's what's made him such a special player. He's willed himself to continue to play even when he doesn't feel great or, you know, whatever. You know, it's all the stuff he's been banged up as a catcher, and, you know, he just continues to grind it out. And we've talked his work ethic's famous. You know, he's just an awesome player and an awesome person.
Have you ever won on a wild pitch walk-off?
Yes. And, you know, the last week, 2 of those came back to bite us the other way. So
yeah,
time for it to even out.
Yeah. What was the message during that 8-game losing streak in the locker room? Was it just the same as it always is, or was there a little bit more fire to it?
No, we talk to the guys about the positivity. I mean, I'm a huge believer in it. I mean, like if we just talk about it in daily life. If something doesn't go your way and you get down, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's picking the guy up next to you as far as what does this guy need energy-wise? How can I make him feel better about going out there to perform today? And understanding that being in a negative headspace is certainly not going to help you be a better performer.
How much do these guys need to see that result, though, before they buy in that things are working?
Well, results are what you're measured by on the field, right? So, I mean, it's obviously important, but that doesn't mean that you turn from the process and just change everything. I think if we left spring training a few weeks ago thinking this was going to be a really good team, and I still believe this is a really good team that just went through a tough stretch.
Well, you got the one last night. You get the rubber match today. Go get the series. That's how you got to start, one by one, step by step, and then next thing you know, you're on your way. So, Q, again, always. We appreciate the time. We appreciate the answers, and we'll talk to you next week, brother.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Sorry about the draft call.
No, that's okay,
fine.
man.
Blame the stadium.
That's why you get a new stadium.
Yeah, that's why you go to Crown Center.
All right.
Take care.
See.
Didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that.
You did it again.
I did it again. I got really happy fingers all the time. That's not good. Cool. All right. Well, we'll get back in the news today where the Royals are moving. Plus, we have draft conversation as well. And all sorts of stuff. Stadium, draft, Royals, Chiefs, everything here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20.
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
On your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Well, it is time to refresh, right? That's what spring's all about, whether you're refreshing the outside of your home or the inside of your home. My friends at CertaPro are going to do an unbelievable job. And the cool thing about it, CertaPro, is that time is now running out, guys, to get 10% off your home painting project. So you need to take advantage of CertaPro's spring sales event that's going on right now. And the good news is you have till May 15th. But I don't want you to wait anymore, man. Get this project scheduled right now because I know you don't like that color of the walls anymore. I know you have paint peeling on the outside of your house and you've been putting it off. Don't put it off anymore. Save money and get it done the best way with CertaPro painters. They have over 70,000 five-star reviews, and they make the process worry-free, starting with a detailed proposal and ending with professional results. And when you work with CertaPro, you're partnering with local. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated right here in Kansas City. So schedule your free estimate now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. It's CertaPro.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hello, Kansas City. Bank of America, in partnership with Visa, invites you to a FIFA World Cup 26 watch party. Open an eligible Bank of America checking account in participating financial centers only for an opportunity to reserve 2 complimentary tickets while supplies last. Experience special musical guests, games, giveaways, food, and more, all at a legendary venue. Learn more at BofA.com/BofA Visa Watch Party. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 26. Bank of America, N.A. member FDIC. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. If you have breast, head and neck, or brain cancer, proton therapy may be a better treatment than conventional radiation. Don't wait. Get your second opinion at Kansas City Proton Institute. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced proton therapy team. Learn more at kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
Patio season is back, Kansas City. Soak up the sun with a cold one at the Brooksider. Then stick around for every game on every screen. It's the perfect play all season long. Brooksider Sports Bar and Grill. Game day starts here.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Radner, and I am so excited to tell you about How We Made Your Mother, a rewatch podcast looking back at How I Met Your Mother. And I'm here with Craig Thomas, who co-created the show along with Carter Bays. Hi, Craig.
Hey, Josh. Somehow it has been 20 years since the show premiered. I'm going to check the math on that. 10 years since it went off the air, and we thought that made this a perfect time to look back, see what the hell we did, and why the show still seems to resonate with fans around the world today.
Follow and listen to How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcast.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM using bonus code KOSTOS, KOSTOS, and you could receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Get into hockey, basketball, and more of your favorite sports with same-game parlays, live betting, and more. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This specific promotional offer is not available in Michigan, Mississippi, New Jersey, New York, Nevada, Ontario, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, or West Virginia. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements, rewards or non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Today, expect a partly sunny day with a high of 76.
Weather brought to you by Staples. Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
The countdown to the World Soccer Championship is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are, that's the benefit of blue. Visit bluekc.com/benefit of blue for more information. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Back in it on the 9 o'clock hour here on 96.5 The Fan. Mac Morey, Bob Fescoe, Dusty Likens with you. Somebody said he dropped that call like the bullpen usually drops the game.
Man.
Well played. So hopefully he didn't hang up on us.
Well, you know, nothing's getting fixed at the stadiums anymore, so if something goes bad out there, it ain't getting fixed.
Speaking of that, the announcement was made that the Royals will be going to their new home, which will be Crown Center. John Sherman sent out the letter. It's now everywhere. Every Twitter handles has it. Every Instagram, you can check it out. 85-acre surrounding area as well. So you get your downtown stadium. You get your ballpark village. You get your new home. And they stay in Kansas City. Today's a big day. Good day for the Kansas City Royals and Kansas City sports fans. Obviously, there will be people that will find the negative in it and not like it. Just like, you know, you can repaint your house and your Aunt Carol will come over and be like, oh, you chose green. Yes, we did. You don't live here.
Mm-hmm.
I do. You don't have to be here for, because a lot of people say, oh, what are we doing? Kaufman's fine. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. And I will say this, and I want to be honest with you because I try to be a fan of the people. It's not your fault that you don't know all of the aspects that why it's not fine. You're not in the press box. You're not in the clubhouse. You're not downstairs. You see beautiful fountains, a beautiful, well-manicured field from Trevor Vance, and the crown and the blue sky and all that, and it looks real good. but the foundation ain't great. And it was going to happen, and it's going to happen, and it did happen, and they will be moving to Crown Center.
Or when was the last time you went into another ballpark?
True.
That's a lot of
that's a lot of the problem.
I experienced the same thing in Nashville with the Titan Stadium in Nissan. What's wrong with Nissan Stadium? Have you been in another football stadium?
That thing's basically a glorified high school stadium.
It is a pile of trash, concrete jungle that I don't even know how they got it up 20 years
That's
ago
like
the way
an
they
erector
did.
set that stadium
And
down there.
if you don't know anything else, you're like, yeah, dude, it's football field, Titans, concerts are here. What do you mean? It's right. It's great location. You go to another stadium, you're like, oh, dude, we're missing out on some things. And I think the same could be said for Kauffman. It's held its own. It's been awesome, but man, I think people are going to have their jaws dropped when they find some new amenities and features in this cool new ballpark.
Absolutely. This is a great thing. This is not a bad thing. Like the Save the Kauffman Stadium stuff, dude. Like seriously, find something else to do. You're wasting all of our times by talking about it. And the people who are going to complain about this and what it's going to do to downtown, I saw already something that's going to displace residents. Nobody lives at Crown Center, okay? It's not displacing any residents. So stop with that nonsense. Stop with the fear mongering and all of this kind of stuff. Look, downtown is where we've wanted baseball for 2 generations. 20-some years we've been talking about. I guess a generation's 20 years. So for an entire generation that I've been doing this job, I've been talking to people at the Royals about getting a stadium downtown. The first spot we looked at was 20th and Grand. And I say we because I was involved in meetings, having conversations. So they would always keep us up to date, of what they were talking about, what they were thinking about back in the day. And 20th and Grand was the original location, right? Kind of catty corner to where the Cashew is now and where Bob Jones' Shoes is across the street. And David Glass did a lot of research on building the ballpark down there at 20th and Grand. And ultimately, he came to the conclusion of, at that time, we don't want to be the catalyst for downtown and developing downtown. We'd like to be a part of downtown, but we don't want to be the catalyst. And in 2002, everybody knows what Mac doesn't because he wasn't born yet, but I kid. But everybody knows what downtown was like. It didn't exist. There was nothing down there. Yeah. It was a ghost town. There was no reason for anybody to go down there. And so Glass thought a lot about it and was like, I'm not going to do this. It's not. They surveyed the fans, and the fans at that time did not want a downtown stadium. So again, they passed on the downtown stadium. Then there was talk of building the stadium on the streetcar line under and have the streetcar kind of go underneath it and have a deck that hangs over Main just south of the Kauffman Center. And obviously that location didn't work out. Then the East Village location came around, and that seemed like a good location at the time. And then they switched it to the Crossroads location, and that was a bad spot. And the vote got kicked in. Then they signed a letter of intent with the state of Kansas, and that didn't. They turned that down eventually. And now they're going downtown where baseball belongs. It does. It belongs in the downtown quarter, I think, for all cities. It is a sport where, you can walk to a bar before the game, hang out with your friends, experience the atmosphere of the city, experience what's going on outside of the stadium. There's so much to do. And I always look at people who are opposed to this, and I always say one thing to myself: you haven't been anywhere else and you don't have the experiences. And the people who don't have the experiences always tend to have the biggest opinions of why something isn't going to work. And then you go to a downtown ballpark and you see the experience and all of that kind of stuff and what it means to a city, and you see the city come alive. And with the ballpark, as we told you back in February, replacing the Hallmark headquarters, and it's going to look out on the city, it's going to be a beautiful view. It's going to be great. And so I guess I don't understand why people get in the way of progress. It's something that I've always looked at and went, why? What good are we doing by trying to hold things back and not wanting new things to come? I don't understand that mindset. And so if you do have that mindset, share it with somebody who cares, because I don't.
Yeah, and I think that, and we get good text too. Obviously, we're going to get, hate text as well. But somebody says, Target Field changed my mind. We rode up on a light rail. The stadium is compact, but there isn't a bad seat in that stadium. This is all going to be so fantastic. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's new. It's going to be great. It's like, yeah, there's, I miss old houses that I had. Like, my bedroom was cool in another house than it was. But, like, when I moved to a new house, I had the basement to myself because we were able to do what we wanted to do. It was a new vision. This isn't a stadium built in 1968.
Where you can't even walk around the concourses anymore. Like, I know it was tight at Yankee Stadium, and that's a new stadium. But Kauffman Stadium, I mean, when you try to walk around the concourses when there's a lot of people there, you can't. I mean, with all the damn kiosks they have, with all the people, with all the they are impassable concourses right now.
Agreed.
When you get a new stadium and you open all of that up, you just have so much more room to breathe. The same with Arrowhead. The concourses at Arrowhead are absolutely atrocious. I can't wait for the new stadium for that because you have room to get out and to breathe and to move around. And look, baseball's a social game too. You're not sitting in your seat for 9 innings watching every pitch of a baseball game. You're just not. You're getting up, you're going to grab a beer, maybe you're hanging out in the outfield. You can't have to create those points of sale of social type atmosphere. The more people are going to want to go to the ballpark and be part of what's going on. And then when you look at those tickets that they sell every year at all these ballparks, like $99, you get a ticket to every game, standing room only. Now you're going downtown. Maybe you live down there. You can walk to the game. You can hang out for a couple of innings. You got a standing room only ticket. Maybe you want to go somewhere else after the game or before the game. The options are endless right now. And it's a great thing for our city to move forward like this. And I'll ask you guys this. What do you think more people are upset about, a downtown baseball stadium or a football stadium in Kansas?
Or the Chiefs taking an offensive lineman with a knife pick.
Yeah.
Call us about your bitching. 913-586-7965. What do you hate more, new stadiums or offensive tackle at 9?
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, what do you think people are more against, the stadium in Kansas or the downtown baseball stadium?
Kansas. 100%.
Yeah, I think
Being
so.
a Jackson County resident, 100%.
But if you ask that question on the other side of the state line, you get the opposite. So I would say downtown because people have always been anti-downtown.
Yeah, I think there's more complaints with the downtown. People are going to find a plethora of things to complain about, but there are more people mad about just the Kansas thing in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like that gets more people up in a ruckus than the ballpark, the downtown does, in my opinion. But yeah, both. I mean, people are always going to find something to complain about. You guess what? If you're talking about parking, miss me with it, dude. Uber. I do not care. I don't remember living in Nashville, ever driving to a game, ever, and ever thinking twice about it. That's what you do. You just Uber to the game. You have a couple more drinks. You go out after, hang out with a friend, maybe go to a karaoke bar, whatever it is. Support local businesses, and then you Uber back to your place. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine thinking about that and really being upset. Like, where am I going to pay?
Well, what I'm...
Come on. Dude.
Oh, you can't imagine it?
Get bent.
Every day people complain about parking.
Crazy.
Every day. No matter, and that's not unique to us. It is everywhere.
It is.
Well, where are we going to park? That's the first thing everybody thinks of. But it's also the first crutch that everybody has, too. Well, I don't know about
it's
parking.
Easy.
It's easy. It's low-hanging fruit. Like, I'll be honest with you, with this location of this downtown stadium, there really is, in my opinion, no low-hanging fruit. They're not displacing residents. They're not displacing businesses. What can you be pissed about? Other than it's not what you wanted. I think Kaufman's fine. Have you ever been anywhere else? No.
Exactly.
Well, then you don't really have an opinion.
I think Lance said it perfect. He said, 2 things I hate the most: Chiefs taking a tackle at 9 and people that don't tip delivery drivers.
Smash.
Tackle at 9. Speaking of said draft, that'll take place tomorrow night. Binkley and Unacero, the Character Concerns host, will be in studio tomorrow with us at 9 o'clock. Plus, they'll be on the air tomorrow doing all things draft that they've done in the past. There's no Royals game, so there's no delay, even though weather is... You can't tee it up any better. There's weather moving through tomorrow between 6 and like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, they may have to cancel the draft party because nobody's going to get there. Potato-size hail?
So, seen a lot of reports. The Schrager one is interesting. That possibly in his final mock, he has us trading with the Dallas Cowboys. I say that. The Chiefs trading with the Dallas Cowboys, where they would get picked 9 and we would get picked 12, or the Chiefs would get picked 12. Is that how that works?
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, you trade 9 and 29, and then you get 12 and 20 with the Cowboys. That would be the trade. 9 and 29 for 12 and 20. What say you?
I like the move up from 29 to 20, but 9 to 12, and right? I don't know.
Unless Ruben Bain is the guy that you're going to get, because I'm looking at Ari Meyerhoff's mock now, and he has Ruben Bain going 13 to the Rams.
Well, there you go.
So if you could trade down and still get him at number 12, maybe that's something that you do consider doing.
And I think that's what Schrags has.
Yeah, but again, I keep thinking about like where we are as an organization, and what Dusty said earlier about, you got an opportunity to trade up here and really splash home one, right? Maybe that's what you should do. You already splashed it home on offense, obviously, with Mahomes, And the guy that you have on defense, he got another year, maybe 2 in Chris Jones. You need that new guy on the defensive side of the ball. Why not trade up and get Bailey or Reese, whoever doesn't go to the Jets at number 2? I don't know. That's kind of where I'm thinking.
I think it's also interesting that if like could the Jets take Ty Simpson at 2? Like, is that still, or is that out? You think that's ruled out?
I think that's out.
Because
the Jets are stupid, though.
Yes, they are. They are.
And they have Geno Smith.
Yeah.
So unless they're doing like the legal tanking, like the Dolphins basically are doing, like obviously you can't tank in the NFL, you'll just get destroyed.
Yeah.
Like in a physical standpoint.
Yeah.
Like I think that if you, because we know that this draft, this is a weird question. Is this draft more based on next year's draft?
I understand what you're saying. I think there's probably a little bit of that. I mean, if you're a team that needs a quarterback, yeah, I would imagine you'd probably load up elsewhere right now, right? And try to get those skill positions. Maybe there's a great wide receiver you can bring in a year early, or maybe it's Love that you want to bring him in, a year early to kind of get going in the offense, and or maybe it's the tight end from Oregon. And you think, oh boy, he's a playmaker. We got to get him in here because we know next year that's the year we're going to be able to get a quarterback, and then we can surround him with guys we already have in here. Man, I don't know, man. Like every scenario again just makes so much sense because there's so many different directions just about every team could go right now. But I see what you're saying. Like if you're the Jets at number 2, you don't want to take a quarterback at that position. That's a wasted pick, I think, if you're taking a quarterback at number 2. But then it is the Jets.
I wouldn't take Arvell Reese either. I don't like guys who are everything, non-positional players. Oh, I'm a guy who can do everything. I don't know what. Okay, but you also can do nothing. Like I don't know who you are. So that guy scares me. But yeah, the Jets, they may take him too. Todd McShay, he's now dead set on as far as today, edge or wide receiver for the Chiefs.
Kansas City's 9. I'm hearing this edge, Bain if available, or wide receiver, Tyson if available.
No offensive tackle.
But Andy's saying we got to get that. We got to address that. So
maybe
I guess
they feel like they can move up a little bit at the end of the first round. I don't know.
That would be my guess.
Okay,
is that we then make a move to go up if you're Kansas City.
Why is he talking so fast?
It was a double speed. Yeah, that was a double speed. So you trade up from pick 29 to get that offensive tackle. I've heard Carrington and many others come up with the idea rather that you use 29 and pick 73, and that's your trade up spot. 29 and 73, and you move up.
You trade 29 and 73,
and you move up late in the first round. And that's your move-up spot to go get that tackle or go get that edge or that wide receiver, whatever the other position is. But I like that a lot more than moving up from 9.
Mm-hmm.
Very interested in that.
Again, no idea is bad in the draft for me.
Yes.
I know it doesn't I'm supposed to have this hot take and everything, but that's a great point. That's a great conversation to have, and it opens your mind even more of okay, stay at 9, but if you could trade 29 and move up, okay, now maybe that's something a little bit different that hasn't kind of been discussed and talked about, and maybe that's what you do. I'd still like to keep both of those picks in the first round if you possibly can, right? And trading up from 29 to 20, is that where you have to go? Probably at that point.
Yeah. Are you guys if you're Brett Veach, drafts tomorrow, you've been thinking about this nonstop, galaxy brained yourself. Do you have your top 3 options written out? Hey, if this guy's here, I'm doing this, to kind of remind yourself and stick with your gut, or you just kind of go with the flow and you're talking with everyone as it goes, or do you have your checklist that you're sticking to? What is it? What's your process tomorrow night?
I think it would look a lot like my fantasy football checklist. Once you know, that's why I always think this is a sidebar. I always think it's important you should know where you're drafting before the hour before the draft. I think that's a BS rule that a lot of people do.
I hate that.
And a lot of commissioners won't do it. But obviously the draft ahead of time. So that's kind of an irrelevant point. But once they knew they're at 9 and they had plenty of time to think this over, I think this year is different, to answer your question in a long way, than it has been in the past. In the past, they've been super successful. They got to a championship game. They got to a Super Bowl. And then it was a month later, the draft was here. Well, they've been thinking about the draft since January, or maybe before that, maybe late December. And they've seen what they've missed on in the last 2 to 3 years in the draft and how they got to get back to that. So I think Veach probably has day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, all the stuff there, day 3, whatever. And I think on day 1, he's got scenario to move up, scenario to stay at 9, scenario to stay back or to move back. And I think that then he's got another layer of teams of vulnerability, teams that will do this. And I think then they have, if it is the way it goes, no one moves,
Jesus, I mean, that's giving me a headache just listening to you talk about all this
You're
stuff.
asking me if I'm a GM. That's what you have to do.
That's exactly right.
And that's why I think the time off can be beneficial. You're picking in the top 10 for the first and hopefully the only time with Mahomes and Reed in this era. So, yeah, there's a lot to go into this.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you have to do. It's what you have to do.
Yes.
Like if you go into a final, right, you have to go back to the first segment that you learned that semester.
Yep.
You also have to go back over the stuff you just learned. And then you're going to get a smorgasbord of questions that are going to be from, the first month of school to the second to the recent to everything. And you've got to know how to attack it and what your strong points are and know what's best for yourself. And I think that's where this is at. So it's more than just take the best available player. It's take the player that you need the most in the situation that you currently have.
Or they're just looking at it and going, we're going to bed, wake us at 7 o'clock tomorrow, we're done. It's like, it's one of the two extremes. But again, that's why this draft is so fascinating, because there are so many different ways, angles, and things that you can do if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. It also tells you when you have fascinating angles like this that you can do anything, the talent isn't there. Because if the talent was there, nobody would be talking about wanting to move, right? Everybody like, I got to get this guy, or I want this guy, or I want that guy. And I think people are looking at it going, yeah, I could probably get the same guy at 9 that I can get at 12, or I can get the same guy at 29 that I can get at 20. And so moving a little bit is not going to be that big a deal. Maybe we do end up seeing more deals because of all of this. But I'll feel more confident, honestly, on Friday morning about who they're going to take on Thursday than I am today.
Facts. We'll wrap this show up. We want to know what you would take from old Kaufman and put into new Kaufman on the other side on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Looking at the TV right now, and I'm watching a guy put down some fertilizer on his lawn, and I'm like, man, you should have called Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, because what you're doing, they can do times 10 and make it look awesome. And I know from firsthand experience how awesome the folks are at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, because if they can make my yard look good, they can take any yard and make it look awesome. Gone are the weeds, gone are the dead spots, and you know what else is gone? My ability to have to go out there and have to try to keep my lawn looking good. No, Aspen has made it awesome, and I don't have to worry about trying anymore, because I know the college-educated professionals will keep my lawn looking awesome like they have for the last year. It's finally the best-looking lawn on the block. Everybody likes it, and Aspen right now is offering full-service lawn care, irrigation, and pest control. They're going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application by just mentioning this ad. So whether you want to get your lawn fertilized, whether you want to get it cut, you need the pest control, whatever it is, Aspen is a one-stop shop. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
The WNBA is coming to Kansas City. Don't miss your chance to see the Minnesota Lynx take on the Nigeria women's national team in a can't-miss exhibition showdown. It all goes down April 27th at the T-Mobile Center, featuring elite WNBA stars and world-class international talent in one fast-paced, high-energy matchup. This is your moment to witness greatness live. Tickets are on sale now. Lock in your seats today at T-MobileCenter.com before they're gone.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Park and Go are an unbelievable company, man. If you're going up to the airport, you're looking to fly out of town, you need to park your car at Park and Go, because number one, every spot is covered, and it's springtime. We got storms popping up everywhere, all over the place. You want your car protected when you're out of town, and you want it covered, and you know Park and Go is the only place that offers all covered parking. And it's so simple with Park and Go to make your reservation. Just do it at bookparkandgo.com. When you're there, make your reservation, get that all-covered parking spot reserved for you, and make sure that you prepay, because when you prepay, you're going to save money and get their lowest rate. Then, on the day of your flight, you show up, you scan your reservation, they direct you right to the parking spot that's covered and reserved for you. And as soon as you get out of that car, the van is there to take you right to the airport terminal. When you get back, just grab your bags, walk outside, jump on the bus, and it's right back to the trunk of your car. Do what we did and join their frequent parker program and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
As the seasons change, it's time to prep your HVAC system with a $49 seasonal tune-up from Hamilton Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Rooter. A tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and help prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Over 40 years experience and more than 8,000 five-star reviews adds up to dependable service from neighbors you trust. Visit callhamilton.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 100...
Oh, I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99 now at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wouldn't you like to take a vacation from your bills? Well, you can. The new year is here. Home values are up, and you have more home equity than ever. Now is the time to put that home equity to work for you. This is James Hawkins, president of Golden Oak Lending. Credit card balances are at an all-time high. Why pay 25 to 30% interest to them when you could be saving thousands of dollars after a simple phone call? Golden Oak's mortgage rate is 4.5%. We have no fee to apply and no out-of-pocket costs. And if you call today, you could make no payments for 2 months. But don't wait. This rate won't last forever. Imagine how good it will feel to have those bills paid off. At Golden Oak Lending, we can make that happen in as little as 14 days. And if for any reason your loan doesn't close, we will pay for your appraisal. Call today and take advantage of our 4.5% fixed rate. Call 913-890-GOLD.
Golden Oak Lending, cured my blues.
5.442 APR, FHA 15-year, 20% equity, qualified credit, additional terms apply. NMLS 114937.
Draft coverage on 96.5 The Fan is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here for wherever you are. That's the benefit of blue.
Back at it, final segment here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Missed the announcement. We'll have the press conference live coming up in a little bit. No Cody and Gold. They are on their way. In fact, they're on the plane now to Pittsburgh. They're going to be live for the draft Thursday
Alex
and
is
Friday.
Tweeting from the flight, man. His people need him today.
Better believe it. So,
wonder how he even got on the plane
without being noticed.
Bombarded.
Well, the headphones won't be going thump, thump, thump. Is he
Yeah, it's a great airport here. I can't even get to Pittsburgh nonstop, let alone Europe. You missed yesterday. I went off on them yesterday and the day before that. And I'll continue to, again, St. Louis is launching 2 flights to Europe now, and we're sitting here with our thumbs up our butt. Oh, we can get you to Norfolk. Thanks, KCI.
Yeah. So they'll be live in Pittsburgh for the draft. We'll be the Brooksider for the draft party. Bink and Chris, they'll be doing their show there. They'll be in studio tomorrow. The draft happens tomorrow. The Chiefs, right now, as of today, are picking 9th. We'll see where they go. The announcement that you heard, John Sherman sent out the release. They're going to move the stadium to Crown Center and then develop the 85 acres surrounding it with like their version of a ballpark village. I'm excited. It also leads to the question, like, if you could take something from old Kauffman and incorporate it into new Kauffman, I know a lot of people might say fountains. We know they're going to be there. Right. The Crown Vision, it will be there. I mean, Sherman at Royals Rally, Mr. Sherman was like, we'll still have, the notes of Kauffman Stadium because the goal and main goal was to keep it in Kansas City. That was the Kauffman the way. That's what they wanted. They, granted that wish, and that's what they're going to do. I will say one thing I would like is more like local shops, like more local foodies places in the stadium.
Kling and I talked about that for years because we went to the arena in Brooklyn to see a Nets game when the Super Bowl was there in 2014, right? And every concession stand was a local Brooklyn restaurant. And we're like, oh, this is awesome. We should do that. Yeah, they charge those restaurants a lot of money to be in the stadium. And so I love the fact to have local restaurants, but they have to make it affordable. And the one thing, and I know they've talked about potentially mocking this up a little bit like they did in Minnesota with the Twins Stadium. The one thing that the Twins have in one of their sections, they call it State Fair foods, and it's all the food that you get at the Minnesota State Fair. Maybe there's a way to do the local level or something like that here at Kauffman Stadium where you make it a little bit more affordable for some local places to get in, because I talked to somebody years ago that had a food truck out at Kauffman Stadium. It was like they had to sell $85,000 worth of food almost every night just to break. Like it was an insane amount. Like, and I'm exaggerating, obviously. Yeah. But it's an insane amount of money that these folks charge to have these businesses in here. And so that's why we've never really truly had local businesses out at Kauffman Stadium, because the cost is so damn high for people to do that. And so I would think you'd love to have those local vendors out there, local food out there. And it was the coolest thing ever to see that in Brooklyn, to have every stand a local restaurant. But the cost involved in that to those restaurants is almost to the point where they just can't afford to do it because they have to sell so much just to pay the rent. And eventually you're like, this is not a good business decision.
Maybe they could talk to the Current and see what they've done and with their concessions. Obviously, I know it's not as less expensive real estate and not as popular of a team, but obviously they went and they've done it successfully with all local culinary experiences over there, and reusable cups and the whole deal. They've really tried.
They've done a nice job. They really have. But you have to be cost effective for people as well. And you're right. I don't know if getting into the new stadium, at Crown Center is going to be cost effective like it was to get into the new stadium at the Current. But I mean, when you're at the Current game, you're in front of 13 or 14,000 people every single night. True. I mean, that's about what you're going to get for a baseball game.
Somebody says, forget urinals. I want troughs back.
That's what I want. Man, no, I've said it for years. The troughs are where it's at. I mean, you can move people in and out of the restroom so much faster with the trough.
Yeah. And, we just asked about what we want. I know pricing and all that's going to have that. But, I mean, just like, have like local like that'd just be cool, like a taste of KC area, right? Like I think now they have what the Z-Man saying they have Q39, is that not Q39, but Joe's. They've got that in right field. Like, am I missing
more
something?
Of that. Get more of that.
They have I think they have the grinders section where you can get like a Philly as well. I've never done that. Maybe I should do that today.
That sounds good.
It always smells great.
Yeah.
Like anywhere you walk in a stadium, you're like, ooh, food, right? Like popcorn. But like, or I don't know, that'd be one thing. I think that you could also like have like a new Hall of Fame building.
They probably have a new Hall of Fame.
I bet Kurt would like that a lot.
Yeah.
Like go in there and see like what they can add to it, make it bigger, make it more secluded. I know it's like in left field today, and Aaron Judge almost broke a window there, but like Trumbo put one on top of it. But like it'd be cool to have that like in its own area, or have different Kansas City landmarks in the stadium as well. Like take the little K, but make it more than just like a parking lot behind it. Make it be like iconic Kansas City things that are out there. Hell, put a Ferris wheel out there. No one rides that one now, so you can put one out there that maybe everyone
Has anybody
will ride.
been on that Ferris wheel yet? Do you
I know a few
anybody?
people.
You do. I know 2 people that have been on it. It was my friend and her grandson went, and that's all I know of people that have been on that Ferris wheel. Mac, how many times have you been on it?
Never was supposed to. The weather didn't work out, so we just ended up not. But we were near it.
Did they cancel the thing because
No,
of
we
the
still
weather?
could have gone. We were just like, let's just go home.
Okay.
Yeah, but we went out near it.
What are they charging you to get on that thing?
Cheap.
Is it?
I think it's real cheap.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, yeah.
Oh, because I remember doing it in Chicago on Navy Pier, and it was like $50 a person to go in that thing.
Oh, they're saying, dang. Yeah, maybe it's not. $17?
You think that's expensive?
For me, I do.
You do? Okay, because I'm comparing it to what I saw in Chicago years ago at 50 a head. 17 a head doesn't sound as bad.
Yeah, because Mac, he's paying $34 for that ride.
Yeah, well,
exactly
it is.
right there.
Yeah.
Savannah's not paying.
Yeah. No, it's true. When you do that kind of stuff, airline tickets. Last time I bought one. You got to buy 4 at a time.
Yeah, that trip was great.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Somebody says, you in left field, you could have like your barbecue alley, and then in right field, you could have your taco corner. I mean, I'd be screwed if they had like a, jack stack in left field with all the other great barbecue places around, and then in right field, they had just like San Antonio's and all these other. I'd be like, right. Oh, no. The collaboration's in my mind. Somebody says you could also have a Hall of Shame and put Frank White's statue in it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Which restroom should the Frank White statue go in? Because that's where they should put it.
Upper deck.
816 one that keeps the spiral ramps.
It's kind of hard to have that in downtown.
Yeah, I think more escalators, wider concourses.
I think the spiral ramps are better for like Arrowhead. Because there's no better feeling than being inebriated after a huge win and everybody's doing the chop down. It's just awesome.
Slamming the side
and drum in the pits and everything.
Mac, do you do the chop at home on a Tuesday on a random afternoon? It's in the backyard. It's May, and Mac's like,
J-Hawk for Life wants to ask, will there be cup holders in the upper deck? I'll hang up and listen.
I mean, that's one of the first old school conversations that we've had about these stadiums and, what we need. And it's true, though. The upper deck never had cup holders. I don't know if the upper deck has cup holders now at Kauffman Stadium. The cup holders make a difference.
Somebody says they'd like to see the craft and draft section continue and have the little K continue.
Yeah, you'll have more of the craft and draft areas. You'll probably have less seating, obviously, but more areas because that's what people like now. That's the trend in baseball. People like to gather.
Somebody says, put a statue of Alex Gordon pointing to the sky in remembrance of his home run in Game 1 of the World Series. That will be there.
That's badass.
You'll have a statue of Ned at the new stadium.
Better.
You will. I can only imagine. They should have just and how the Yankees have Monument Park that we went to? They should have Statue Park.
One of the stadiums does have that. I'm trying to think of the one I went to that has a bunch of statues out there. It may be St. Louis, and it's not St. Louis. I'm trying to think of the one and you're like, oh, man, that's
a highway.
Yeah, they have a couple of statues there, but there's another one. I feel like we walked through a bunch of statues and saw all the kind of the ghosts, if you will, of baseball past. But no, that would be kind of cool to do kind of a statue area. No, and Frank White doesn't deserve to be around this ballpark. He doesn't deserve to have his number retired anymore, and he sure as hell doesn't deserve to have a statue out there. The difficult stuff that he put everybody through for these couple of years with these 2 franchises. I mean, my God.
Could have a Sheridan's in the new stadium. Take the one from Crown Center.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's left, put it in the stadium. I'm down with that.
I still think they should do in the wintertime when they're not playing baseball, just make the entire outfield ice. And you could just ski from foul pole to foul pole.
Be sick.
Play music.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. They got the speakers, yeah.
Be great. You could figure out how to make ice in the outfield.
Oh, sure.
Just be out there skiing, taking pictures, proposing. Maybe not propose, but that'd be a good spot to propose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you can edit people out of photos now.
Hey, you can. Even if you propose, you don't want her in it anymore.
That's Dak Prescott.
I mean, don't you think Diana wishes she could edit herself out of Vrabel's pictures?
They did. They put Schefter in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Someone says, in the new stadium, I hope they bring back chili cheese fries. Praise be.
Ooh.
Praise be. The Royals chili cheese fries of the early 2000s hit like nobody. I mean,
you sound like my wife now. God, those are damn chili cheese fries.
They were so good.
I get heartburn thinking about it.
Tums. They work.
Tums don't work.
I took some this morning. They were perfect.
Yeah, Tums never works.
I had Capicia last night. It had jalapenos on it. So I woke up this morning. I was like, ooh, they're fighting. little back talk. Getting old.
Now you're getting old. Yeah, you beat me to it. Yeah, I had the jalapeno last night. Can't do that again.
We'll carry the press conference live here on 96.5 The Fan. We're getting out of here. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy the day. Go do something nice for somebody. You never know. It could change their day, their week, their month, their year. It's simply cool to care. Kansas City, stay kind, stay safe. Logan and Drew coming up from 10 to noon. Again, the press conference of the stadium announcement coming up next here on 96.5 The Fan. Your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Vinnie Pasquantino, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.